and there's plenty of light. That's right, a new day is dawn, sunny and bright. What's up, everybody? Not a bad word. Should a young heart. That's right, you guys. How y'all doing this morning? It's Monday morning. Y'all should be happy to be up this morning. We made it another day. How y'all doing? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Let me know if you can hear me. I know we got our audio over here working. I can tell almost about that. Let me get that little hook and joke crook up out the camera right there and let us work it out like that. How y'all doing this morning? It's your boy Boogotti NYC. Y'all could have went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me this Monday morning. I appreciate you. How you guys doing this morning? Thank you so much, Batty, for letting me know that the audio is good. How y'all doing this morning, this fine Monday morning? Oh, y'all up, got the coal out your eyes. Y'all ready to get it in this morning? That's right, our bottom line. Trending topics, current events, much more. Hope y'all ready to do it. Hold on a minute. Okay, I see you, Luigi. Luigi in here early this morning, so I ain't got to do it off the top of my head for you this morning. Okay, that's a good one. Who else we got up in here? 420. We got a couple of people in here, so I guess y'all ready to get those prayers in the air in that case, huh? Y'all ready to get those prayers in the air? Let's get those prayers in the air for everybody here. Okay, we're going to pray for love. We're going to pray for a fantastic week and a good day. We're going to pray for me to be fair on the show today, good health, and so that you guys can hear me very good. Hopefully you guys get a good show today because we got a lot to bring to you. And yes, I'm telling you now, it's going to be a good show. Who we praying for? Love, happiness, respect, honor, and good health. Can't forget about our family members and our animals. Queen Shay, I see Jonathan in the building as well. Mark Dorfman, Batty Lynn, Miss Swanza. Yvonne, I see Miss Keisha, Liberty and Justice. Rebecca, Lon Yen Bueno, chiming in from Grand Rapids, Michigan. We also got Miss Swans up in the building from B-More. I see we got Queen Shay, Teddy Marcel, my brother up in here. Who else we got up in here? Jeffrey Spilker. Who else I see? Mark Dorfman. Can't forget about Adam Rebet. Okay, Adam Trebet. My bad, brother. Miss Keisha. Okay, who else we got? Audrey, Jonathan, Luigi, 55 Coffee House Lisa. Can't forget about let's see, Sam Champion, Mark Dorfman, Jeffrey Spilker, Winter Rising, Angels Among Us. Can't forget about those people as well, who always comes up in here too. Can't forget about Colessive as well. Where you at, Colessive? How you doing? Can't forget about Ruda, Luigi. Okay, I see you, Miss Keisha, and that's gonna be it after I say me. Boogotti as well. Amen. Y'all ready to go? Because I think the watch is ready to go. Let me see. Almost time. I had to beat the watch today. Jonathan, I'm sorry I didn't get your VG. Let's put you in the extras. Adam Trebet already got you in there. So that's probably why it's on wait. Amen. Now we're going to see if it's time. There we go. I'm ready to go. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up. We wind it up. Wind it up. Because it's 6 o'clock, clock some. I think it's 6 o'clock here. It should be. Let's try. Time to start the show. They ready to go. Come on. It's time to start the show. Okay. Olay. Now get the coal out your eyes. I know it's Monday. I know you guys were sleeping in really good because you just got that Sunday sleep in. But you know what? We up for another week. It's time to get it started from the top of the week, y'all. It's Monday. Let's go. Open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those. That's right. It's Monday the 8th, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. So I'm your host, Boogotti NYC, and this here's our bottom line. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that. Where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and this and that just got me lit. That's right, y'all. It's Monday. We made it another top of the week. That was a pretty good week, and if I do say so myself, I got out there every single day. Got some sun. I got some cool, clean water. I made sure I had some vitamin D on my face and everything like that. And yes, you guys, I did all my workouts, and I'm making sure that I watch my food and my sugar intake. That's right, you guys. We got to really take care of ourselves out here. I hope that you guys are learning and getting good with me, healthier as well as weller with our health and wellness section. We got a really good one coming in today for you as well. Hope you guys stick around for that. But I got to be honest with you, we got a lot of videos to stack. So I'm going to tell you straight up and down what I'm going to tell you. Woo! I got 5 on it. I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time for real because I really need you guys to stay on topic, stay on point, make sure that we are staying on point because this gives us a really good dialogue. Also, let me know what time it is. Yes, let me know what time it is. Also, in the state, in the city, in the country that you're in. Everybody ain't in New York where it's 6 o'clock at. We like to know too. Also, let's wave those flags for those different countries because it keeps Boogotti on point. Australia, England, London, Kuwait, wherever, Dubai. We go everywhere. That's right, you guys, everywhere. Also, what I want to say last but not least, let's try to stay on topic. It gives us a really good dialogue. Let's stay respectful. As long as you're being respectful, we don't mind what you say in the chat. We're going to build on it, but don't just come at anybody disrespectful, especially not the host, because next thing you know, boom, you're going to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that. So let's keep on moving and doing what we got to do. And what I'm going to say right now is let's get into these titles. Let's go. Let's do what we got to do, you guys. Will President Trump meet with Iran's supreme leader? Will he? Don't have any idea. Do you think he's going to actually wind up meeting with him? Because that's what they're talking about. But again, we've been talking about a ceasefire, opening up the Straits of Hormuz. We've been talking about doing a lot of things, and it doesn't seem like a lot of that stuff has been coming to pass. Also, it's not here, but that's what they're saying. If you guys want to include anything as far as closing this WAR, it's going to have to include Hezbollah. That's right, you guys. Let's keep moving. Let's keep going. We've also got JD Vance as he speaks with the UK Prime Minister amid an uproar over a recent loss of life. You guys know what that's about. That's about the police officers that arrested the gentleman as he was still nabbed in the side. There's a lot of pushback from all over the world. JD had some points. Starmer came back and said some things. We're going to see what's going on with that. Last but not least, on our thumbnail, we have how were fraudsters able to live like royalty from their crimes? We've got some real good numbers. I'm talking about, we're about to see some Bugattis. I'm talking about the cars. We're going to see some homes. We're going to see some jewelry. He even got Kobe Bryant's autographed sneakers. I'm talking about well over, I want to say $30 million worth of homes and memorabilia as well as cars. And yes, he's been arrested, locked up, and he don't get to keep none of that. My question is, was it worth it? And watch your head. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a lot to get into this morning. It's Monday morning, you guys. A lot of trending topics, current events, and much, much more. And you know what I'm going to say, right? You know what I'm going to say. Get your water, your tea, and your 55 coffee house, because you know what? It's time to get into it from the top. Let's see what we got going on here. It's some real serious information that we got coming in this morning from New York. We have a Fulio in the train stations again, who's yet down there causing very serious harm to 6 people. 5 people were still nabbed last evening, and we're hoping that they pull through. One of them is very serious, so we're really hoping for this person. And this actually happened in Penn Station by the New Jersey Transit area. Let's keep on moving forward. This is breaking news. Good evening. I'm Alan Devlin. Thank you for joining us tonight. We begin with that breaking news. A man in custody after 6 people were stabbed at Penn Station in what police are calling a random attack. Lisa Rosner has details on the suspect and the conditions of those 6 victims. Video shows at least 4 officers apprehending a man who Mayor Mamdani says stabbed 6 people in the New Jersey Transit area of New York's Penn Station. One witness tells us it happened just after 7 p.m. and that Amtrak officers pepper sprayed the suspect and then tackled him.
They had to get other cops in order to get Ravi. The FDNY says one of the 6 victims is seriously injured, and most of them were taken to Bellevue Hospital. Law enforcement sources say the stabbings appear to be random, and the suspect is an emotionally disturbed person with no links to terrorism. Amtrak confirmed in a statement that the suspect has been apprehended and an investigation is underway. He was just screaming, just like waving his head around. I've seen him once, but I didn't think he was capable of doing anything. City Council Speaker Julie Menon posted on X she is deeply disturbed, even though Amtrak is handling the investigation, given that this happened the night before the Knicks Finals Game 3 at Madison Square Garden. She added, "We are in touch with the NYPD and will continue to monitor the situation closely as we await additional information." Terrified, scared, someone running. I was scared for our safety too. Police sources say a knife was recovered at the scene. We're waiting for an update on the ages and the conditions of the victims. Outside Penn Station, Lisa Rosner, CBS News, New York.
Yeah, also, you guys got to be careful out there. You don't never know who it's going to be, where it's coming from. Keep your head on the swivel. And if you guys call me fear-mongering for that, well, so be it. Because in New York right now, especially in the train stations, anywhere down there, don't let people just walk up on you. Do not hang out by the edge of the tracks. If anything, make sure you buy one of those poles. Keep on moving forward, you guys. We got a 7.8 magnitude earthquake that hit the Philippines in an early morning school ceremony. It also hit a couple of buildings and downed a lot of buildings as well. We definitely got to pray for Philippines after this. Let's go see what's going on with this. This is actually a school. It looks as if they were thinking that it was going to be over, and then all of a sudden the structure in the back fell. It really had nowhere to run because the entire earth is moving. You don't want to run into a building, right? Let's go. Now this is in Melita, the Philippines. You can see the kids are shaking side to side. Watch the structure in the back.
Lingkod lang, lingkod lang! Lingkod lang! Lingkod lang!
They're like, yeah, you telling us to get down, Linkud Lam, but you got stuff breaking down around here.
Lingkod lang! Lingkod! Lingkod lang! Lingkod lang! Lingkod lang! Lingkod lang! Lingkod lang!
Yeah, you guys, hold on a minute, because it's definitely more in that, more what happened with that. It's definitely a lot more that happened with that. Hold on a minute. Here we go. I think I saw some buildings come down too.
Bantay mo, ano? Bantay mo diyan, eh!
Yeah, buildings came down as well. It left more than 200 people injured, damaging buildings and triggering a tsunami warning across the island of Mindanao.
Lingkod lang! Lingkod lang! Lingkod lang! Lingkod lang!
It said it struck the depth of 20 miles at 7:37 a.m. local time on Monday morning, according to the U.S. Geological Surveys. It was the strongest one that hit the Philippines in years. See the school? Look at the school. So now it's good that they came out of that school. This is in the Philippines. Images from the aftermath show damages home. Emergency response team flooding throughout the region. The high school is basically gone. They can't go back in there or do nothing in there. So yeah, they lucky that they got out of there. The ones that did get out of there, they got out there alive, you guys. That's crazy right there. I want to pray for those people in the Philippines because we don't think about them as well. Now you think about, now you think you had a bad day? Think about that. If that was your day yesterday, we're going to skip right into it. I know I got 3 more to give you, but I definitely don't want to forget this. So I want to give the prayers up for the 200 people who lost their lives in that situation right there. I do not know about throughout the region, but us at Our Bottom Line, we will definitely keep up and follow up with you guys and see what's going on. If we can follow up to find out more, we'll bring it up to you tomorrow. I want to say amen to everyone who lost their lives and pray for all of the families who's going through this tragedy right now. In Jesus' name, as the lady was saying, and in the Lord's name, Father God, we ask today to stay in your hands and keep us safe. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys, because now we got that standoff over in Iran that drops a major demands on meeting with the supreme leader. So what the supreme leader is basically saying, and Iran is saying, we're not doing any deal with the United States of America unless they stop striking against Hezbollah. Let's keep on moving forward. If you like the content that you're getting right now, trying to get you guys out of here locked and loaded with what's going on right now, trending topics, current events, and much more. Go ahead and double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go. Breaking today, Iran's foreign minister says Israel must end their fight against Iran's terror proxy Hezbollah in Lebanon before any deal can be reached with the United States. That comes after Hezbollah rejected a U.S.-backed ceasefire proposal, and as President Trump warns, if any more American troops are harmed, an all-out assault on Iran is back on the table. Mike Pompeo on deck, but first to Max Gordon. He's live at Tel Aviv with the latest. Hey, Max. Hey there, John. Iran's foreign minister saying that a deal with the U.S. can only be reached once the fighting in southern Lebanon ends, and so far that hasn't happened, with Hezbollah and Israel trading blows yet again today. Earlier this week, Israeli troops moved further into Lebanon than they had in over 25 years. Over the past week, the Israeli Defense Force reported striking 650 Hezbollah targets and killing 125 Hezbollah fighters. On Wednesday, Israel and Lebanon agreed to a ceasefire, but Hezbollah, which was not a part of the negotiations, has rejected that agreement. Lebanon's president telling CNN that it's unacceptable that Iran is using his country as a bargaining chip in their negotiations with the United States. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that they don't intend to leave Lebanon in the near future, maintaining a so-called buffer zone, claiming Iran is looking to use Hezbollah to invade Israeli territory. This as President Trump draws a red line with Iran, saying he'll end the ceasefire if American troops are killed in the region. As far as Iran's concerned, you're going to find out what the deal is. But the main parts of the deal is that it can't have a nuclear weapon. The strait will open immediately. You know, it's going to open immediately. And we've largely swept for mine. President Trump now saying that he would be willing to meet with Iran's supreme leader if a peace deal is reached. John? Okay, he was willing to meet with NBC as well. I guess they had a peace agreement until this happened. Let's see what's going on with this interview that President Trump stormed out of. He walks out after explosive questions have been asked. Guess he didn't really like how this interview was going, you guys. That's right, you guys. It's Monday, getting a whole bunch of information, trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Let everybody know where you're at by double tapping that screen, because what it does is get everybody over here. That's right. I know we got a lot going on, but it's nothing. I don't know how many people are here, but what we're talking about doing is this. It's not costing you absolutely anything. Watching Boogotti right here and Our Bottom Line. Let's go ahead and double tap that screen. It costs you absolutely nothing. Even subscribing costs you nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and do that so we can make more people get over here and see what we got going on this morning. We got a lot more. Let's keep going. See how he gets angry in this interview. One-sided fucking networks, right? Let's call it quits because I have.
Thank you, darling. Have a good time. Mr. President, let's please, we traveled all the way to Wisconsin for the interview. Thank you so much for being here. We are going to talk about your visit while you're here. We're very close to having a deal, and if we don't have a deal, we'll do it one way or the other. Either way, we win. You have been saying for months, Mr. President, that Iran is begging to me in this moment. How close are you to making a deal? Are we talking about days, weeks, months, Mr. President? I think we're very close. We have a couple of points. They don't even seem like big points.
Good morning, guys. Good morning. Thank you, Herb. Thank you, Herb.
We had a clause in there that we will not develop nuclear weapons, and everybody was very happy with it except me. And I said, well, what happens if they not develop, if they go out and purchase, they acquire? I want to put the word, if they buy or purchase or acquire, you know, gotta have that in there too, because
He wants to add the wording acquire. No kind of way to get nuclear, even acquire.
that's not developing. Can I interrupt, guys? No. Okay. People will understand. We're on a farm. Most of the launching pads have been knocked out, and most of the missile manufacturing areas have been knocked out, but they still have capacity. They have some missiles, they have some drones. I would say percentage-wise, maybe 21, 22% of their missiles. It's a lot of missiles, but it's not what it was when we first attacked. So you're saying they have 21, 22% of their missiles left? Correct, yes. Okay. Would you unfreeze any Iranian assets or lift any sanctions up front as a part of any deal? No. So that would come after. Comes after, yeah. If
They turned over their
Yeah.
material. Are you demanding that Lebanon be a part of the short-term deal?
I'm not gonna, I think they'd like to say it, but I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm of a different feeling. I think Kevin's fantastic, and I want him to do whatever he wants. I don't want to have a big influence on this. But we had a great report. We're doing great. And it's unfair that whenever you do great, they want to raise interest rates. It should be the opposite way. You know, if you go back 15 or 20 years, when you had good reports, the market went up. Nowadays, when you have good reports, the market goes down because they think they're going to raise interest rates. There's no reason to raise interest rates. Your elections are crooked, and you're crooked, and Mr. Press is crooked, and so is ABC and CBS and CNN. You're one-sided crooked network. So let's call it quits because I've had it.
That went from 0 to 100 real quick.
You know, have a good time.
Mr. President, let's please, I traveled all the way to Wisconsin. I know.
She said, I flew all the way to Wisconsin. He's like, I sat in the rain for you with you for over an hour.
For an hour, on and off in the rain, and I've given you enough time. You want to straighten out your press because you know what? A country can never be great with the dishonest.
Listen, we traveled all the way to Wisconsin for the interview.
And that's that. So that's the way that ended, you guys. I don't know if we got a lot out of that. I like to skim through it. I like the fact that it was the ability to just skim through it and get actually what the guts of the interview was really about. You know what I mean? And if you guys appreciate the content, let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. You saw how that went from 0 to 100 real quick. You saw that, right? Let's keep on moving, you guys. Let me see what you guys got to say. I can say I would have been calm at either. Read the, okay, what else we got? Delusional about what your pure disrespect. I came all the way here to disrespect you. Why are you leaving? I noticed that. I didn't want to say it, you guys, because I watched the whole interview. I'm like, you know what? You kind of messed your own interview up. You did that to yourself. If you're trying to get somebody to stay in an interview, you don't want to, keep on going at them and blaming them for stuff. You want to talk to them, ask them questions, and lead into what you're trying to get the answers to. You don't want to start putting blame because now they're going to start looking at you like you're the one. Didn't we talk about this the other day, you guys? Didn't we talk about this? Didn't we talk about how to talk to people to get the best results and stuff like that? Pay attention to what they say. Let them feel as if you're listening. Wait a couple of minutes before you respond. We just talked about that 2 days ago. Okay, you guys know what I'm talking about. People are so ungrateful they will have the president wait for them to prepare. Good day, mate. Good day, Australia. How you guys doing out there? I see you over there, Robin. Let's keep on moving forward. What's up, Robin? I think this is the next video coming up right here where JD Vance is speaking on the with the Prime Minister amid uproar over the loss of life that we just talked about. Don't want to say too much about that because it's pretty intense and yeah, you know how they are right now. Let them say it. So protests continue in the UK as outrage grows over the stabbing death of Henry Nowak, a British teen murdered in cold blood. It's gotten the attention of leaders here in the US, who are now slamming Britain's liberal migration policy. Madeline Rivera is live in Washington with those details. Maddie, good morning.
Good morning. Vice President JD Vance waited in
Giggity. We got Quagmire's daughter reporting straight from Washington, you guys. Y'all don't see the Quagmire resemblance? Giggity.
to the dispute when he posted this tweet on X. Henry Novak died the same way a civilization dies. He should still be alive today, and he would be if the last few generations of European elites had stood their ground against the politics of self-hatred and the mass invasion of migrants, many of whom despise the West, and the people who love it. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer is pushing back, saying, in recent days, we have seen people trying to interfere in our democracy and seeking to stir up division on our streets. The Novak family are grieving after Henry's horrific murder. They have said they do not want his death to be used to create further division, hatred, or tension. We should be respecting their wishes. Many in the UK are angry, though, after police body cam footage showed what took place the evening of Novak's attack in December. The video shows the killer, Vikram Digwa, who seemed blind to police saying he was the victim, alleging that Novak racially assaulted him. Police handcuffed the 18-year-old Novak
Look like they got the police outnumbered out there, y'all.
despite him telling police multiple times that he'd been stabbed. And this is part of that moment, and we want to warn you, the video is disturbing.
Yeah.
You've been stabbed. You've been stabbed. Whereabouts? The video, right?
He talking about I don't think you have, mate. He's like, I can't breathe, and they still putting cuffs on his back. I saw this.
Put the hand in the cuff, mate. Yeah.
No, I'm not making a noise for this one.
Just speed things up. And are we able to get an ambulance, please?
Talking about he's been beat up.
Died. Digwell was convicted of murder and sentenced to life in prison earlier this month. The responding police have apologized for the way they handled this incident. An independent investigation is being conducted. Charlie Rachel and Rich.
All right, thank you, Maddie. Okay, Maddie. Giggity. Go tell Quagmire we said what's up. How he doing over there in Family Guy land? Let's keep on moving forward. You guys double tap that screen and get those likes up. We did do prayers a few times for the gentleman who lost his life. We definitely did. That was a terrible tragedy, and we're hoping that things like that definitely stop. Maybe we can use this as an example. Let's keep on moving forward. We got to get on over to Iran again. We got a situation where the U.S. has actually downed these Iranian drones in the Strait of Hormuz. This goes to show you how bad spell check is on Apple, on iPhone. It's supposed to say the Strait of Hormuz. I'm gonna let y'all know what it says. It says the streets of hormones. Lucky I know what I put there. The CIA has also stated that Israel could be spilsnying. Yeah, watching us. What y'all think about that? Let's keep on moving forward, y'all. Let's go. U.S. forces shooting down Iranian drones that threatened the traffic in the Strait of Hormuz. It comes as new reports from NBC News and the New York Times allege that the Pentagon has raised their threat concerns over Israeli spying. Brian Kilmeade, Fox and Friends co-host and host of One Nation and bona fide Knicks fan, which we will get to. But Brian, there is this reporting about that Israel could be spying on American officials like Steve Witkoff and others during the Iran talk. Do you guys believe this is going on here, or do you think that it's just some extra stuff that they're putting out there? It's news to us. They're talking about it, so I'm bringing it to you. Want to know what you think? The White House and the Israeli embassy in D.C. pushing back aggressively against this. What are you hearing about it?
What am I hearing about it? It is total BS. It's another anti-Israel story planted in a major media organization, put forward to help divide the two of the good guys, the U.S. and Israel. The problem in this whole thing is Iran. And the other problem is Hezbollah. Hezbollah is an unwelcome force in Lebanon. They have taken over that country and they're finally being pushed back. They did not sign on to any peace agreement. When it comes to Israel, I was in touch with some of the highest level of our intelligence apparatus. They say this is a dumb story. It is well known that we do the same exact thing with France, with Britain, and Israel. We are known to share intelligence and also monitor each other. This is just another example of people going out of their way to try to create a divide between us and Israel.
We're known to monitor each other. What does that monitor mean right there? I just wanted to lay that out on the table. You guys can dip into that anything. It's a table of food going on here. Food for thought. Putting out a whole bunch of different appetizers and different meals. You guys pick up whatever you want over here. Talk about whatever you like. That's our bottom line style. Hope everybody's having a fantastic morning. It's Monday. And you got to get up and go to work. That's right. I've been up since 2. I don't care about all that crap. Let's go. Keep on moving forward. That's right. We updated over here. Let's go. Yeah, look at we got people paying attention over here. Look at that. That's why I had to let you guys see that and let you guys figure out what you want to say yourself. That's why we listen. We pay attention to everything, and every word is important. Monitor the way, there you go. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on a it never rains in Southern California. See you when you get there. I haven't seen your face in a year. I can't wait till I get there. I don't know what airline, girl, but I know I won't be late because they tell me. Whoa, that's a joint right there. You're going to get the Panadol. You play that song. She gonna be like, I didn't know your place was this nice. Let's keep on going over this California because this fool right here, he not feeling too happy right now. We got a fraudster, y'all. And guess what? Watch your head. They got him. Locked him up. He in jail like this right now. Damn, not my cards, not my Kobe sneakers, not my, I woke up in the new Boogotti. Now he woke up in some silver handcuffs. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Silver bracelets, silver bracelets. They're one size fits all for everybody. That's right, you guys. I don't have to say no more when it comes down to this. I know how he's feeling. Could you imagine if you lost everything that you schemed for?
Months, the CBS News investigative unit has followed the government crackdown on criminals who steal from taxpayers. That's not nice. They commit fraud targeting hospice, daycare, and food assistance programs. So this morning, we're taking a look at how prosecutors are trying to figure out where is all that money going. Adam Yamaguchi takes us inside the case of one convicted fraudster.
In a Southern California warehouse, a fresh haul of exotic cars paid for by defrauding American taxpayers. I've seen over a dozen Ferraris, Lamborghinis, a Boogotti, Lotus. LA's top federal prosecutor, Bill O'Saley, showed us around this.
You'll be looking at that table like, why are they looking at them old cards and that dusty old pair of sneakers, right? Until you find out that they're Kobe Bryant's.
U.S. Marshals warehouse.
It should offend every American taxpayer that these people are taking advantage of the system and enriching themselves.
These items have been owned by Paul Randall, who pleaded guilty this year in one of the largest Medi-Cal fraud cases in California history.
He submitted above $270 million worth of claims to the state of California.
Authorities say that money paid for Kobe Bryant game-worn sneakers, baseball cards of Jackie Robinson and Mickey Mantle, and this home, one of 7 properties Randall owned.
Let me tell you what a piece of work this Randall guy is. He's got 6 prior convictions for fraudulent conduct.
Who's responsible for the breakdown of the system?
Obviously, there's a breakdown in the criminal justice system. If this guy was able to have 6 convictions and never did any real prison time.
We turned up a private driveway,
He was living like a king off of us.
climbing into an exclusive corner of Orange County.
It's 8 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms.
In other cases, prosecutors believe some of the money not spent on luxury goods is sent overseas.
It's much more difficult, if not impossible, for us to trace it or recover it.
Investigating government fraud is a priority for Haywood Telco.
He's been warning officials about scams for 2 decades. U.S. taxpayers lose $1 trillion a year to these criminal groups. Where's it going? It goes to Russia, it goes to China, it goes to Nigeria, it goes to Romania. By his estimate, of that $1 trillion, roughly 70% ends up in the hands of transnational criminal gangs. Taxpayers are funding transnational criminals who are using this money for horrible things. Cars, compounds. This is what fraud looks like after it's already happened. Iseli and Talkov agree. That is why it is so important the money never goes out in the first place. Now, it's worth noting that stolen taxpayer money is meant to help people in need through various government programs. Now, Randall faces up to 30 years in prison when he's sentenced in August. He did not want to talk to us for the story. Vlad?
Of course he don't want to talk to you about the story. He want to know what's going on with his and how much time he gonna get. That's probably what he worried about. How much time he gonna get. That's why you guys, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it getting out there and doing nonsense. I'm gonna be honest with you. The reason why I'm saying this is because, look, he had all of that, all of the riches, but he did it the wrong way. And the same way he acquired it, they took it all away from him. What do you guys think? Yeah, it makes me sick too. Randall is a POS. That shows him the video, everything being auctioned off. Ooh, show him the video, right? Yeah, let him sit in the room by himself. Or yeah, give me back my taxes, says that one song, because y'all not doing the right stuff with it. They need to start they need to start showing us receipts. In every state that you live in, they should send the taxpayers receipts. I mean, they take our money, right? How about they show us receipts for everything that they're doing with it and where it's being stored too, what's in the kitty, because we know about that too. You're not spending everything that you get every month from us. Come on, let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Think about it. We got sanitation. You got DMV, you got all of these services that take money from us, whether it's the water, the gas, whatever it is like that. All of them have their own dough, all of them. So if you look at it that way, you'd be like, wait a minute, there's some real serious bread out there, right? Yeah, let's keep on going. We got this MS Now kind of in-depth report right here where I have nothing to say about this, but I want to know because we're staying on the topic this morning. This has to do with possible fraud, and they're calling them the Mar-a-Lago Mafia. Yeah, the Mar-a-Lago Mafia, saying that they have Epstein-style protection, and they're trying to say that the President Trump's IRS audit immunity, saying that the entire Trump family is immune to audits. I didn't even know anything about this. Is this true? What's going on with this? It's the news. I'm playing it.
Our discussion tonight is Democratic Congressman James Walkinshaw of Virginia. He's a member of the House Oversight Committee and House Homeland Security Committee. Congressman Walkinshaw, always great to see you. Trump's DOJ appears to have caved on the slush fund because of intense Republican backlash. Where are they on the other provisions in Trump's settlement deal, banning tax audits of Trump and his family, for instance?
Well, unfortunately, Republicans are full steam ahead to give the Trump family immunity from tax audits. And it's outrageous. Look, hardworking Americans, someone out there today making 50 grand a year, busting their butt to feed their family, they should know they're subject to audit by Donald Trump's IRS. But the one man, the one family who can't be audited, the Trump family, they think they're above the law. It's the Mar-a-Lago Mafia, the Epstein class, all of it is coming together in this outrageous deal to protect the Trump family, to allow them to get away with cheating on their taxes. Absolutely outrageous.
Well, speaking of Epstein, what do you want Todd Blanche to answer for regarding the Epstein files in his confirmation hearing?
Well, I think we can just go.
Hold up. Hey, 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy says, but then Ilhan is okay just changing hers and blaming an accountant. Can't have it both ways. And you know what that's another way of saying? You can't have your cake and eat it too, girl. Ilhan, you can't do that. You can't do it. That's right, Lisa.
Through the transcript from our interview with Pam Bondi and look at every time she said you need to ask Todd Blanche, why were there illegal redactions made? You need to ask Todd Blanche. Why were the files scrubbed for mentions of Donald Trump? You need to ask Todd Blanche? Why were survivors' names and information and some cases, stories of abuse released when they shouldn't have? You got to ask Todd Blanche. So
If Todd would have got hit by the bus in the front of the bus, by the time she was done, he was being dragged. He got thrown under the bus so crazy. That was nuts, you guys. You guys understand what I'm talking about and you hear what I'm saying. I'm hoping that, well, you know, another thing, it wasn't videotaped. So they're not going to be able to give us any sort of video script or anything like that. They only had the text script. Yeah, they don't have nothing else but the text script on that interview with Congress. So we're not going to be able to get any of those questions. So yeah, we got to keep on going. Who y'all want to get up out of here? Who you telling to shut up? Because we can get them. Oh, that's who you're telling to shut up. I see what you're talking about. I got you. I got to start referring to remember what we're showing in the back. Guys, I got a little bit more coming up, and I just got to ask you. I could not even believe this person is even thinking of something like this. This lets me know when you guys tell me, yo, Boogotti, just go ahead and run for office. You should be the mayor of New York. And I'm like, nah, I don't think I want to do that. When people like this talking about they want to run for president, hey, you can do anything you want to do. And I'm talking about none other than Hunter. I can feel it. Biden. That's right, you guys. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, yo, homeboy, I think you 5-0. I ain't no 5-0. Yeah, well, hit this. That's right, you guys. I'm talking about none other than Hunter. I can feel it. Biden is talking about running for none other than President of the United States of America. Oh, you're not watching no cartoon right now. This is the truth. This is the truth. For 2028, he's thinking of a possible run. Run for what? The crack house.
Former first son, Hunter Biden, is working to rehab his public image online, creating another headache for Democrats already dealing with this Joe Biden book tour. Senior White House correspondent Peter Doocy is live from the North Lawn of the White House. Hey, Peter.
House of Republic says, I used to sell Hunter packs.
Jackie, rehab the public image. Does that mean maybe seek public office? There is no exploratory committee. All we've got is an LFG. Look at this X post. That is what Hunter Biden wrote in response to a X user who posted a hypothetical 2028 head-to-head matchup between Hunter Biden and Vice President J.D. Vance. LFG, of course, is shorthand for let's F word go. And so we asked President Trump about this in the Oval Office late yesterday.
Sweet RV Adventure says he's going to make Krill's neck legal. Is it possible to make crack legal?
Hunter Biden. He's on social media now, and he has suggested, maybe joking, I don't know, that he could run for president in 2028. How would he do, Hunter Biden, in a 2028?
Well, you would think that, past has something to do with winning an election, and I would say his past is not the greatest. Where's Hunter? Remember my Where's Hunter became the #1 shirt anywhere in the world for about 3 weeks. I'm not going to say bad. I'm sure, hey, if the guy from Maine can do well, I guess Hunter could do well too, because the guy from Maine is a basket case.
So if Graham Plattner can become a darling of the Democratic primary base, then President Trump thinks so can someone who parlayed a career as an international energy broker into that of a painter, commanding.
He biting his bottom lip right now like, damn, how can I find something? I think I lost that bag in the house somewhere. Man, where did I leave that bag at? He the one that lost that bag of that in the house that time. That was his.
Top dollar, but only while his dad was in office. Hunter was, of course, convicted of lying during a gun background check and then pleaded guilty to tax crimes. He blamed all this on his addiction at the time, which is now kind of a joke on his social media page, posting about this tongue-in-cheek presidential campaign chatter. How about let's take another crack with a Biden? Needs work, but the possibilities are endless.
Let's take another crack. Let's take another crack with a Biden. Somebody in the comments said that Hunter is going to try to make it legal to be out here like this. I can feel it. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah, I could never forget those two combinations. And remember, you guys, you got to mix it the right way anytime you say it. You got to say his name is Hunter. I can feel it biting. Make sure you say first, and then you hit the biting. And if you want to hit the beat after that, go ahead and be my guest. Doom, 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 doom. Oh my God, you guys, let's keep on going. Liberty and Justice says we watch all news stations. We respect all political parties in here. Welcome to the hottest news live around. Interactive news, civil debates, and good times on Our Bottom Line. I love when she does that. I love when she does that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because I'm a very sensitive man. Sometimes I laugh and I cry. Sometimes I cry and but I'm sad. It's you never know. Pisces. And just to let you guys know, yes, I'm Pisces. You guys know my birthday's on St. Patrick's Day. We're a little bit sensitive. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go on over to see what's going on with this Raul Castro situation. As he is, I think Raul Castro is 91 years old. He makes his first public appearance, even though he's got an indictment on those murder charges. Let's keep on going, you guys. And I know you're having a good morning this morning because I know I am. And if you appreciate the content the way that I appreciate it, let's go ahead and double tap that screen. Boop, boop, get those likes up. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. What are you waiting for? We're working our way up to 73,000 subscribers. And it's easy and it's free to subscribe. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go see what's going on with Raul.
Now to the crisis in Cuba, former leader Raul Castro making his first public appearance since being indicted by the DOJ here in the U.S. He was seen, as you can see right there, in the van last night in Havana, and he was shown on state television. Castro is wanted for his alleged role in ordering the shoot down of two planes operated by a group of Cuban exiles, brothers to the rescue. Before people were killed, this was back in 1996. He turned 95 years old earlier this
Oh, sorry, 95. My mistake. You know who I got him mixed up. You know who I got him mixed up with? Got him mixed up because I was watching the interview last night where they said that Aracon, I don't want no beef, is 91. Aracon, you know who I'm talking about. Inister Aracon is 91. That's why I made the mistake. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We got a high-rise homicide going on in the city. Somebody basically pushed, a guy named Hardley pushed Zellin over the balcony, and he's being accused of doing this in a high-rise. He's asking for bail. Don't know if I think he deserves any bail. Pretty tragic situation here. I think they were flaming on and flaming off, and I have to say it that way. I think that they were possibly let's say a gay couple, because it seems as if one of them had a specific name and the other one was calling them by that name. Let's keep on moving forward. Just to bring you guys up to date. We got to get on over to West Miami-Dade here.
Lena, thank you. Now to a developing story after an alleged homicide at a high-rise building that happened on Miami Beach.
The police say a man was thrown from the 25th floor balcony earlier this year. Local 10's Jeff Derrick live with graphic new video from that scene. Jeff.
Yeah, hey,
Wow, I like that. Who's that? Diggity Dig said it's just a game show at this point. Erica Kirk might as well run at this point. It's crazy. It's to the point where whoever has the loudest, biggest promotion, the loudest audience. I get what you guys are saying because I've thought for a very long time that political parties and our political campaigns were all for profit. It's like whoever has the most money can get the most promotion going when it shouldn't even be about promotion. It should be about what you really can do.
hey there, guys. From 25 stories up, the world seems very far away, doesn't it? Until it doesn't. The suspect in this alleged high-rise homicide made a court appearance today, but didn't stay very long. The view can be stunning along Collins, but it can be this too. Grim surveillance video showing Justin Zellin lifeless on the ground below. Condo workers rushed to help, but nothing they could do. A balcony on the 25th floor turns into a crime scene, cops say.
Detectives say Zellen's friend, Corey Hartley, pushed Zellen over the edge. Other surveillance video shows the two men apparently walking together inside the condo building back in February. No hint of what's to come. Police say there was some kind of fight with Hartley, who was supposed to make a court appearance today to say why he should get bonded out. Relatives apparently going to try and make the case for that.
They can appear via Zoom tomorrow, and I can hear their testimony over Zoom for the second case.
That hearing has been postponed now. When this first happened, detectives say the victim could be heard saying, "Get away from me, Sasha," an alias Hartley goes by.
Get away from me, Sasha. Mm-hmm. And he goes by that alias, huh?
This first happened, detectives say the victim could be heard saying, "Get away from me, Sasha," an alias Hartley goes by.
The defendant exiting the apartment is consistent with that time period when the victim was seen falling out of the building.
Hartley now accused of pushing the biotech analyst from up above after he's seen on police body cam when the officers discover Zellen's body.
There you go, Brian. They were partners. There you go.
And Hartley apparently appearing disheveled, only wearing socks with cuts on his body, consistent with a fight. The suspect's attorney says, "Hold on here.
See that video at a big old whiskey bottle?
Don't jump the gun."
There is no eyewitness to the alleged act that caused the decedent's death. No direct evidence establishing how or by whom the fatal injuries were inflicted.
Still, detectives say the evidence collected leads them to one conclusion. And there's this question, too. How did a friendship end here on a balcony, 25 stories above Miami Beach?
Because you guys are using the wrong word.
All right, here's what's happening next. The hearing is set to be taking place tomorrow morning, again around 10:30 or 11 o'clock. For now, the suspect, he was brought back to jail this morning. Apparently, though, he wants out. He's facing a second-degree murder charge. Come up.
Yeah, you know what's going on there. That has nothing to do with what broke up their friendship. That was how could we say, a lover's quarrel right there that ended very badly, very badly. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? What's up, Liberty? What's up, Teddy? Hey, Matt, what's popping? What's going on, Beyond? Okay, I see that one song's up in the building. Jordan Dowdy got 5 on it. Thank you so much. Grateful for having the show to listen to every morning for this long ass drive home. Well, guess what? We're going to keep it moving and keep it going for you, Jordan, because all I really want those guys to do that's watching us right now, if you have not already, let's go ahead and get those likes up. Come on, I know you can do it. You can do it. All you got to do is double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Now we got a short that's coming in. What to know about Pam Bondi, Epstein files, what the White House and the oversight release of the files. I saw this little clip. And again, anytime something makes sense, I like to share it. I know you guys are going to get something out of it. So I said, you know what? Let me see what they think about this clip right here. Very informative for a short clip, talking about the transcripts, what the reasoning was for not releasing all the files, and why they're holding on to the 3 million files. But they're utilizing words and excuses that have already been deemed unuseful because there's already an act that's been put in that goes further than that. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, and see what's going here. Let's open up the screen. As you do know, Pam Bondi did go before Congress and she answered a few questions. Well, a lot of questions. A lot of stuff went back to Todd Blanche, but there was other questions as well about the transcripts.
Of the congressional testimony of the former Attorney General, Pam Bondi, was just released. Now, there's a lot there, but let me focus on something that I think is key and important. The reports are that the Department of Justice is sitting on 3 million documents related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. 3 million. Now, Pam Bondi was asked about that, and she said that she was told, her understanding was that those documents have not been turned over for 3 reasons: non-responsive, privileged, or duplicative. Remember, those are the 3: non-responsive, privileged, or duplicative. Those categories make no sense. Let's take it from the back to the front. Duplicative. Well, who cares? Turn them over. We'll see if they're really duplicative. We'll be able to see it.
Oh, we're not going to hand them over because they're duplicates. So what? That's what he's saying. That's one of the excuses. I'm not going to stop it anymore, but check the reasons out.
Deal. If you like, so what? We get 2 copies or 3 copies when there was 1. Second category, privileged. The Epstein Transparency Act, as members of Congress have said, does not allow for claims of privilege, period, the end. So the department can say, oh, we want to withhold this based on some undisclosed claim of privilege, like attorney-client privilege or some such privilege. None of that is allowed under a congressional statute. The end. So they cannot claim that that's why they're withholding something and also be within the law. Final category, non-responsive. That's a fancy way of saying unrelated. That makes no logical sense. To say that there are documents that have nothing to do with the Jeffrey Epstein case is an irrelevancy. So everything related to the Jeffrey Epstein case needs to be turned over, and none of the three categories make any sense. It makes it clear that the Department of Justice is not in compliance with the Epstein Transparency Act. This is food for thought when Todd Blanche comes up for his confirmation hearing to be the Attorney General of the United States. Pam Bondi also made it clear that Todd Blanche had a key role in all of these decisions. So what that means is for Todd Blanche's confirmation hearing that's going to be upcoming, keep your eye on the ball because this is going to be a key area for questioning.
They're going to ask him a lot of questions pertaining to everything that Pam Bondi said, plus the reasons they want to know what is going on with the three, not 100, not 1,000, not 100,000, 3 million files that you guys have yet to release. Let's go, because this is how we do it over here. That's right, we are. Let's go. This guy is so self-righteous. Oh, is he? Sorry to hear that, Jolena. I hope that you feel better soon. Jolena likes when I say, I got 5 on it. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. We're going to get on over to Hollywood right now. We got an Oscar-nominated person, Marjan. She dies because of what they're saying is sadness. This is sad to hear if it's true. Could you imagine someone losing their life and expiring, dying from being sad? Woo! Sad story if in itself, if I must use the word.
Graphic novelist and filmmaker Marjan Satrapi has died. The passing of the Oscar-nominated French-Iranian artist was announced in a statement issued by close friends and family. It said in part, Marjan Satrapi died of sadness a little over a year after the death of Matthias Ripa, her husband and the love of her life. Ripa, a Swedish actor and translator, died in 2025 at the age of 53. Marjan Satrapi earned acclaim for her best-selling graphic memoirs, Persepolis and Persepolis II. The autobiographies recounted her childhood during Iran's Islamic Revolution and her life as an exile from that regime. Several outlets have ranked Persepolis as one of the 21st century's best books. Satrapi also directed films, including the 2014 dark comedy The Voices, starring Ryan Reynolds, and Radioactive, a 2019 biopic of Marie Curie. As news of her death spread, tributes to Satrapi, who lived in Paris, have poured in, including from British Iranian journalist Christian Amirpour, who called her a true artist and advocate for Iranian women and freedom. Marjan Satrapi was 56 years old.
Very young, very young. And yes, you know how we do it over here, you guys. I know we're all over the world, every single person, all over different countries. That's right. We're going to take some time out to say, what's her name again? I'm sorry again. Marjane Satrapi. Marjane Satrapi. I'd like to say rest in peace to you. I would like to say thank you for everything that you've actually provided us with all of your works. Many people will be able to enjoy your art for many years to come. And I'm so sad that you lost your life this way. Some people it takes longer to get over sadness of losing someone, and sometimes some people they actually never get over it. Then you have some people that actually get over it but never get all the way over it. So with every one of those categories, everybody out here, if you're suffering from loss of somebody, a family member, a parent, we just want you to know that we understand, and we just hope that you try your best to keep on moving forward, even though we know it's hard. We try to put prayer in our lives and pray for the best. And like I always tell you guys, the hardest thing to deal with in life, that's what I'm starting to experience and what I've experienced all my life, is change. Because things will not stay the same. Get used to change and you'll be able to really go far. Amen. Because change is what's, woo, never know what's going to change. Different things change all the time. Got to be prepared for it. That's why you got to stay healthy in the body as well as in the mental. Got to be ready, you guys. Got to be ready. Feel so sorry for that situation right there, Marjan Satrapi. And we're going to just honor your legacy and hopefully people love your work as well. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because now, guess what? No MSG watch party at Madison Square Garden. Why? You got Mom Dummy, now is a super cat, now they use a dumb dummy, now is a super cat, now they use a dumb dummy, now is a super cat, now they use a dumb dummy, dummy. Yeah, we got him, number one. Well, number two, if you want to say it like that. But number one, we got the President of the United States of America. That's right. Donald Trump says he wants to come and participate in game 3. Therefore, there will be no big screen outside for the watch party and no after party, if you guys know what I mean. Let's keep on moving forward and see what's going on for game 3 and why they're shutting it down.
Tanya, the Knicks are coming home, and fans were looking forward to joining them with another watch party right outside the Garden with a big screen where they could cheer for them. Well, now some fans are disappointed because President Trump plans on attending the game tomorrow night, that they'll be bumped from that spot in the interest of security.
Don't change things up like that. He can still get in the building. He can still get in the building. Just get him in there carefully like everybody else. And you know what? We all want to celebrate together.
Fans were hoping to celebrate together here on 33rd Street, where the Garden has been hosting outside watch parties in the exciting run-up to the finals. But today, the top U.S. Secret Service official for New York says after careful coordination and assessment, the Secret Service and the NYPD jointly determined that outdoor watch parties could not be accommodated in the immediate vicinity of Madison Square Garden due to the security requirements associated with an event of this scale and the need to maintain a secure environment for protective operations.
I think it's annoying, but at the same time, it is what it is. There's gonna be a party everywhere else, so it'll be fine.
Brian and other Knicks fans have been soaking up the energy at the Rutherford. Nearby bars like this one just across the street will still be open. It's not free, but still in the shadow of the Garden.
I know for the Knicks diehards who want to watch the game out the street there, it matters. But everyone's welcome here.
They figure everyone will try to get as close as they can. It's what Knicks fans do.
Magical, I think, would be a really good word to say. When you look outside and you just see flocks of people.
There's no way that you're gonna be able to watch. There's no way. There's so many people. This is like like when the ball drops. This is crazy right here. Those bars are gonna be full, all right, but then they're gonna be all people all out in the street trying to watch through the doors while the doors are cracked. So yeah, it's gonna be big, but not that big, because this is crazy.
Like literally rushing towards the Garden.
For the most part, fans have been partying peacefully, but Friday night, several dozen people were taken into custody. One woman arrested for assaulting a police officer.
We know that the vast majority of New Yorkers were celebrating in the way that we would want.
She straight decked the police officer in the face. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What's going on with Choo Choo over there? See everybody saying giving prayers to Choo Choo. You guys let me know what happened. You see, I was working basically. Let me know what happened with Choo Choo, you guys. I see everybody's talking about it, and I apologize for not catching it. But you guys let me know what happened with Choo Choo if you don't mind. Anybody can say it, Choo Choo yourself. I know you probably don't want to repeat it. But what happened? What's going on here? I think we did a prayer. I would like to add an extra prayer for you. What's going on with you? Yeah, well, that's what I'm talking about, Jeff. Want to see what's going on with that. Because you guys, I don't want to just go by it and I see we're talking about something like that. We got screwed at. Businesses better board up their windows and prepare for looters. Choo Choo lost her son on the 25th. Oh my God, that is terrible right there. Yeah, we definitely got to pray for Choo Choo. I hope I'm praying for strength for you. praying for understanding, praying for compassion. Also, you need a lot of strength right now in these times, Choo Choo. We definitely here for you. And I'm so glad that you actually did find our platform, and I'm hoping that you're basically getting what we can provide from you over these waves right here, over the audio as well as the video, because we actually are a platform that really cares about each other, and we have a great community as well. That's why I tell you guys all the time, don't just come here. Go to that Discord. You guys got a whole lot of other stuff going on. I notice I don't got to be there all the time because good people find good things to do. So make sure that you get yourself involved in the show as much as possible. We're always going to be here for you, Choo Choo, and we want to pray for you right now that you get strength and this time that you need. And we're all here for you, just to let you know. That's another thing why our bottom line is about. We want to pray for you now, and in the Lord, amen. Lord's name, amen. Sorry to hear that. Terrible situation there. Didn't even read that. Really bad. So sorry to hear it. Got to keep on moving forward, you guys. We're going to go over to Savannah. We're going to get on over to Georgia because things like this are important when you live somewhere like Louisiana, or when you're in, like, let's say, Baltimore. I guess they want the crawfish to come from there. When you're in Louisiana, they want the crawfish to come from there. When you're in certain places, they want all of the stuff to be local, especially if people are coming there for that experience. A lot of times people say, you know what, I'm going to go over here to this place and get the food because I know that their stuff is locally caught and I want to see what that tastes like instead of getting something in a bag. Thing about it is when you do something like you get it, when you don't give them what they're expecting and you get it, let's say flown in or something like that, or from a supermarket, you're actually cheating the customer. That's not cool. Let's get on over here to an area restaurants that were actually caught serving imported shrimp instead of the local, misleading the customers. Let's go.
A new round of testing finds many Savannah restaurants continue to serve imported shrimp while advertising it as local. A new Georgia law will require restaurants to disclose where their shrimp comes from. WJCL 22 News' Grace Rodriguez reports from a family seafood market in Glenn County.
Thank you, Jordan.
Some Georgia shrimpers say imported shrimp
Welcome.
has flooded the market for years, while consumers believe they were buying domestic product. They hope this new law can level the playing field by giving customers the information they need to make their own choices. A year after seafood mislabeling in Savannah restaurants made headlines, new testing suggests that the problem hasn't gone away. Researchers with CD Consulting recently tested dishes at 22 Savannah area seafood restaurants. They found that 13 of those dishes, or 59%, tested as imported farm-raised shrimp. That's down from last year's 77%. John Wallace, a shrimper in the Low Country, says this has been an issue for decades.
When we first started the Wild Jordan Shrimp program in the early 2000s, we went to Savannah back then and we found one restaurant that was using local shrimp, and it was only part-time.
Governor Ryan Kemp recently signed House Bill 117, requiring restaurants to disclose when shrimp is imported. Researchers say of those 13 imported shrimp dishes, 12 were being represented as local or wild caught. Georgia is now the first East Coast state to require restaurants to disclose whether or not their shrimp is imported or locally caught.
There's a lot to do with that. There's a lot of issues when it comes down to seafood, especially where it's caught, especially if you don't want to deal with any sort of farmed shrimp or tilapia. Because remember when tilapia was the craze, you guys, and we didn't even know that that was something that we needed to actually stay away from. It's all farmed together and they're eating their own crap and stuff like that. Yeah, exactly. Certain foods and certain things are preferred to come from certain areas for a reason. When they say it's not imported, why? Because they don't want it to come from somewhere like China or somewhere overseas where it's not where it's not treated correctly, or maybe if it's vegetables that may have pesticides and things like that that we can't test or that we don't know about. Yes, exactly, tilapia. There it is, Mike Holmes tilapia, the poop eating fish, but we didn't know that in the beginning. Remember how they were selling it to us? Oh, get your tilapia. Remember, you used to go to Walmart, and there used to be the big old chunks and slices of tilapia there. Probably still there. I hope it's not catching people because you shouldn't be eating that garbage. Let's keep on going because we got a situation where we're flame on. That's right, you guys. I'm going there. I'm going there this morning. I made a mistake and almost erased this video. I said, wait a minute. No, 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 Boogotti. That's the flame on video right there. You got to leave that. You ever watch a video, like we ever play a video where it has absolutely nothing to do with what's going on? I mean, what's being said? This video right here, there's a lot being said. I'm gonna tell you what they're saying. Okay, cool. We got a Metro Atlanta restaurant that says city employees are giving them a hard time. And the mayor actually agrees with them. She did a whole PSA and everything on it. Video ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm telling you right now. When it come down to what I saw, video got to do with flame on. Man, when I tell you somebody trying to get some camera time, and the people didn't even realize it. You got this one Johnny Flame right here with his hand trying to let you guys see his full set with the shimmer on it, as well as some kind of bouffant that's going on his head. Ain't paying attention to nothing that they talking about. Just like this. I'm talking about y'all. When y'all see this, if you haven't seen this already, you're not even going to be able to concentrate on the story. I'm telling you right now. Let's get on over and see what's going on with this restaurant situation that I ain't even really talking about the restaurant no more after I saw this. Come on, Atlanta, because you know how they flame on in Atlanta.
New at 6, a restaurant owner is accusing the city of College Park of targeting and harassing her business. And now she has a powerful person on her side, the mayor of College Park. Channel 2's Richard Elliott is live in the newsroom, or we're in the studio now with how the city attorney insists the city is not targeting her at all.
Yeah, Big Mac's Cajun Kitchen is a popular
That's the name of it. Big Back. Big Back, Big Back Cajun Kitchen. Remember that. Big Back Cajun Kitchen.
Creek Parkway restaurant, but its owner says they've been targeted by city code enforcement initiated by a College Park City Council member. And tonight, College Park's mayor is on their side. He's scared. Like, why they keep coming here? Sean Perkins and her business partners are mad. They insist the city of College Park is suddenly and overwhelmingly targeting and harassing their Camp Creek Parkway restaurant, Big Bag's Cajun Kitchen. They say College Park code enforcement and law enforcement keep showing up demanding to see permits, writing citations, accusing them of operating an illegal nightclub, and ordering them to unplug their gaming machines. Even the Perkins showed us her up-to-date state gaming license. They're blaming the harassment on one man, Mayor Pro Tem Joe.
Where the hell he get that hat from? Got a full set of nails with rhinestones on them and some kind of paddle on the other side. You can't even pay attention to what they're talking about at this point. Y'all.
Corn. So I was harassed the first day, and when you sent code enforcement, he sent code enforcement over here and he didn't find anything, you went into the meeting to find out how could you get me on the games. It's why me all of a sudden on a Monday morning.
But the College Park city attorney was quick to defend Mayor Pro Tem Korn. He released this letter which said, quote, Mayor Pro Tem Korn did not direct code enforcement to target, harass, or otherwise initiate enforcement action against the business.
Hey everybody, it's Mayor Bianca. I want to take a minute to talk to you about what harassment looks like.
But that's when Perkins got help from an unexpected source, the mayor of College Park, Bianca Motley-Broom. The mayor was not only siding with the restaurant owners, she went on social media and accused her colleague of influencing city departments and calling it harassment too.
That's not what we should be doing as elected officials. That's not our job. That's not our purview, and it's not right.
Now we did.
Now, how much you want to bet? Don't nobody remember anything that they was talking about. All y'all was wondering was, is the flame on gonna come back on the screen?
Reach out to Mayor Pro Tem Korn for comment. Have not heard back yet. We're live here in the studio. Richard Elliott, Channel 2 Action News.
You got somebody.
At 6, a restaurant owner is accusing the city of
You got somebody in the comments that says he's going to take his horse down the Old Town Road and he's going to ride until he can't no more. That's what he's going to do, y'all. Y'all know he was a flame on Johnny Quest. And you know how we do it around here. And you can't even hold it up no matter what you do. No matter what you do, you can put a piece of wood back under there with duct tape. It's still going to do that. Because some of them, you can't change what was there. Flame on. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Houston. Bush International Airport. Do you know somebody was able to board a United Airlines flight, getting through security, getting through baggage, getting on a plane, and actually was almost about to fly off until they found out that their ticket wasn't no good? Come on, you guys, let's get on over to Bush International and see what's going on over there. Told you we got a lot to get into.
We're back now with what authorities are calling a stunning breach of security at Houston's Bush Intercontinental Airport. Police say a man boarded a United Airlines plane bound for Los Angeles with a fake boarding pass hiding in the bathroom upon takeoff.
Well, he is now facing multiple felony charges, and the incident is raising new security concerns as the summer travel season.
Somebody in the comments said, she's not even crying, but he's acting like he's consoling her. Nah, y'all. He was trying to steal a light. I'm talking about going extra, going extra. You didn't even have to say nothing. We already knew. He was trying to be like the ad lib with no ad lib. You know who he remind me of? Oh, you know who he remind me of? You know what? I'm going there. Because I can't get it out my head. And I've been asking myself, I've been saying to myself, yo, Boogotti, why can't you get this out of your head? Y'all gonna have to hold on for a minute. We're gonna break in the middle of this story. Why can't I get this out of my head? Why? Matter of fact, I gotta show it to you guys. I just can't. Maybe if I show it to you guys, I'll stop seeing it. You know what? Maybe if I show it to y'all, I'll stop seeing it. How about that? We're gonna try to do it that way. You guys work with me now and trust me on this one. Because I need y'all help on this. I need y'all help. Where is it at? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Because I know I put it over here. Because I need y'all help with this. I need y'all help with this. Where is it? Where is it? Come on. I know I saved it for them. I know I did. Oh, come on. I know I did. You know what? I'm a freestyle and I'm gonna go get it. But I'm gonna just keep on going with the show. I'm gonna keep on going with the show because I gotta show you guys something.
Season gets going. Here's ABC's Jacqueline.
I get to it.
Tonight, a significant security breach at Houston's Bush Intercontinental Airport. A man with a fake boarding pass successfully boarding United Flight 469 to Los Angeles, according to police. 25-year-old Abdul Rahman Al-Riyami is now facing a felony charge. According to this criminal complaint, Al-Riyami was able to get past TSA the morning of May 18th, despite his canceled flight reservation, his boarding pass appearing to be a forgery. Police allege he approaches a gate and tries twice to scan a fake boarding pass, but fails. More than an hour later, he allegedly approaches another gate, walks past busy United gate agents, and boards the flight. The charging documents say Oriami hid in the plane's restroom as it taxied to the runway and wasn't detected until a passenger notified the crew.
He stayed in the bathroom.
Once the crew realized he wasn't booked on the flight, the plane returned to the gate. And this is one of several recent incidents where a stowaway successfully boarded a flight. In February, Svetlana Dali bypassed security at Newark Liberty International, snuck onto a United flight, and flew to Milan, Italy, where she was later detained by authorities. And in November 2024, Dali blended in with a crowd at Newark Liberty International and boarded a Delta flight to Paris without a ticket, passport, or travel visa. When that Houston plane returned to...
Now, if she can do that and she has no intent to do anything negative, what can somebody else do? That's why I really wanted to show that video right there.
The gate, the suspect was met by police officers, the FBI, an explosive detection K-9 unit. The flight delayed for 3 hours. The suspect appears in court on Monday. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, I'm going to use this video here to do it because I got a question. You guys sometimes can't get something out of your head? And every time you look around, you're like, oh my God, I just can't stop thinking about this. Okay. I cannot get this out of my head. It's been in my head for about 12 days. I'm telling you, you guys gonna help me get this out of my head. Because maybe if I share it with you, I'm gonna let y'all be hearing it too. And maybe y'all gonna hear it too. I cannot get this performance out of my head. And you guys saw it before, but I just can't get it out of my head. I can't get it out of my head. You hear what he said? This style, if we had to name it, it's kind of like P. Diddy and Usher. Yeah, it's 17 years old, but I can't get it out my head. I saw it like 8 days ago. I can't get it out my head. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna help me get that out of my head. Y'all gonna help me. Y'all need to help me sometime too. And I might get in trouble for playing it because it was music, whatever. But y'all gonna help me get that damn out of my head. I'm tired of hearing that. I keep on walking around like the woman I adore. Come on, move your body. Come on. All I hear is come on, move your body. Come on, move. I'm like, yo, Boogotti, come on, man. Get that out your head. Get it out your head, y'all. Y'all never saw that before. Oh my God. Usher and P. Diddy. What? Man, listen, y'all sound terrible and shitty. How about that? We got to keep on going, you guys. I'm sorry for breaking the norm, but I had to get that out of my head. Maybe now I'm going to forget about it. All right, get on point, Boogotti. Let's go. Something I recommend that you guys use, Google launched a new tool to delete your personal info. And here's how you do it. Thanks for letting me do that freestyle, you guys. I appreciate that because I needed that. I needed that help right there. Let's go. Now here's something for you.
Google yourself, and you might find things like your phone number, email, date of birth, and even your home address.
Google yourself. I've done it many times. You'll Google somebody and you'll find all stuff, phone number, address. You're like, yo, how the hell you get my phone number? You're Googleable. And if you want to change that, there's ways that you can. Keep it up, y'all. Let's check it out.
Combined with tools like Street View, satellite imagery, and real estate listings, and things can get creepy. Now, Google has an improved feature called Results About You, which aims to make it easier to remove some of this information. We know people would like to have more peace of mind about how their personal contact information appears online. So this new Results About You dashboard is designed to make the process easier. Google can now monitor the internet for mentions of your name, address, email, and phone number. It will alert you when a new page pops up with your information.
Somebody start using your information and a new pop-up, new search come up under your name, it'll pop up and Google will alert you. Don't you think that's some good information right there? Yeah.
Then, in a few clicks, you can request to have that web page removed from Google search results. It's not going to remove it from government sites or certain kinds of official sites. And there are a few cases where there might be a really strong public interest component.
All right, Catherine.
You might not remove information. To sign up, open the Google app on your phone, tap your profile icon in the upper right-hand corner, and tap Results About You. Keep in mind, Google's new tool doesn't delete the information or the web page, but that link won't show up in search results. So it's important to understand that we can remove information from our search results, but we can't take it off the internet entirely. If you want to delete the information completely, you'll have to reach out to individual sites that host it and submit a request to take down your information.
But it's good to at least know where your information is by Googling it first. First get it off Google, then get a whole list of all the other companies and start going one by one and getting them to pull your information. 9 times out of 10, they'll do it if you contact them.
Many people finder sites have a help link at the bottom that will lead you to a removal request form. Both Google's process and these sites can take several days for changes, and removal requests aren't guaranteed to be approved.
So keep on looking. I would say keep monitoring them once you go to try to get the information taken off, and then keep on Googling yourself after that to see where your name keeps on popping up at, and keep going at those companies to get your information down. Let's keep going.
Now, keep in mind, if these sites are pulling your data from a public database, it could pop up again somewhere else, and not every request you make to take down your information will be approved by Google, but this is a very powerful tool, very useful if you want to kind of clean up your online information.
Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen, get those likes up. I got a whole bunch of stuff for you guys. I told you it was going to be a good episode. Let's go. We got to get on over to San Antonio. We got this fool that was out on bail for murder charges. He gets arrested again. Watch your head. He's on murder charges. He got arrested again. High-speed chase trying to get away from the police. Stupido. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What's going on with these people? I have no idea. Let's go.
A man is out on bail and charged with murder has been arrested after leading authorities on a high-speed chase. 20-year-old Daniel Hernandez Jr. is accused of the 2024 murder of Ricky de los Santos. KENS 5's Mike Jimenez has the latest detail.
And that's supposed to be one of his friends. It's supposed to be his friend.
On this arrest.
Deputies say before De Los Santos died, he made a dying declaration to family members and law enforcement that Hernandez was the one who shot him. This is 20-year-old Daniel Hernandez Jr. after he was arrested by Bexar County deputies in April of 2024, accused of killing his best friend, 18-year-old Ricky de los Santos. Deputies say the two had been friends since elementary school and even shared their phone locations with each other. According to an arrest warrant, the suspect went to the victim's home to look at shoes. At some point, investigators say Hernandez pulled out a knockoff AK-47 type of gun and shot De Los Santos, pronounced dead at a hospital. But the warrant goes on to state before De Los Santos died, he told his father, girlfriend, and was even captured on a deputy's body-worn camera that Hernandez was the one who shot him. Hernandez was given a $150,000 bond and was out of jail. Fast forward to Thursday. DPS says 20-year-old Daniel Hernandez Jr. led state troopers on a dangerous run through highways and back roads.
Thank you so much, Chicken on Biscuits, for the 5 on it. Life choices are too easily being made. That's a good one right there. But that's a really strong sentence. If you really pay attention to every single word, life choices are too easily being made. It's a very powerful sentence. Thank you so much.
Hitting speeds of more than 100 miles per hour before finally stopping on the southwest side. It all started when troopers tried to pull over Hernandez behind the wheel of a white Chevy Camaro, a routine traffic violation near Bandera Road and Loop 410. But instead, they say Hernandez sped off. The chase finally came to an end near Old Pearsall Road and Five Palms Drive.
Yeah, let's keep on going because we got another one. We got to get on over to Washington now. We got a 15-year-old in DC. Yeah, this is crazy right here, you guys. Come on, DC. Oh, just because they started cracking down and getting a lot of law enforcement out there does not mean that there's not a lot of crime going on. We got a 15-year-old girl who lost her life in an accidental pow-powing. This is not exactly crime, but I would tell you guys, if you have a weapon, a pow-pow in your house, we've talked about this many times. We've told you guys to put the lock on the trigger. We've also told you to put it inside of a safe, as far as like even if it's a GUN safe or a carrier that's metal with the key on it. Make sure that they don't have access to that, and of course, make sure that it's somewhere that they can't get access to. Who am I talking about when I say they? Talking about children, teenagers, whoever's in your home. You have to lock your weapons down because guess what? At the end of the day, you're responsible, even if you're not handling it. Because if somebody else gets their hand on it, you're going to be responsible for the damage that happens. 15-year-old girl, they found it, they were playing with it, and she made a mistake and pow-powed one of her best friends.
We come on the air tonight with breaking news, a tragic situation unfolding in the district. Two teenage girls alone inside an apartment got a hold of an unsecured gun. Police say one girl picked up the weapon and it accidentally went off.
That's a good one too. G-Man says, we got another person that says, who is that? That's that one song says, keep the clip separate. That's a good idea. And don't put nothing in the head. Make sure it's nothing in there.
Killing her close friend. Thanks for staying up with us tonight. I'm Mauricio Casillas. Just an awful scene in a neighborhood on Barnaby Street in Southeast DC. News 4's Paul Wagner has the very latest from police about how this happened and information about an arrest related to this incident.
Good evening. DC police tonight are calling this a horrible, tragic accident. Two 15-year-old girls, according to police, were alone inside an apartment here on Barnaby Street when they found an unsecured firearm. And as they began to play with it, the gun went off. It was just before 7 o'clock tonight when DC police received a call for shooting inside an apartment here in the Washington Highlands section of DC on Barnaby Street Southeast. Interim Chief of Police Jeffrey Carroll, who came to the scene, says the two girls were handling a handgun they found inside the apartment when it went off, striking one girl in the head. She was pronounced dead at the scene.
As a father myself, this is just such a tragic circumstance when you see, like I said, two young people whose lives have been tremendously impacted, the friends and families, the loved ones, the parents of these children. All this is caused by an illegal firearm that was not properly secured inside the location. It's really just changed the course of so many people's lives. It's so tragic. Obviously, anyone that has a firearm, it should always be secured.
Chief Carroll says they will be charging a resident of the apartment for having an unsecured illegal firearm.
MPD continues to investigate the occupant who actually was the person who lived inside the location. At this time, that person had been placed under arrest for firearms charges. The firearm that was inside the location was not secured, as the young people were able to access it. Additionally, it was not registered.
Chief Carroll says after the shooting, the second team
Wasn't secured or registered.
dropped the firearm and ran for help. She's not being charged at this time. Carroll called it just a tragic accident.
What we know at this time is we know that the two 15-year-olds that were involved in this incident are friends. And one of them is the occupant of the apartment is a family friend. They do not live there.
The grief here on the scene was absolutely palpable for about an hour after the incident took place. All the residents and people who came to the scene here could hear very clearly a woman in deep grief and distress, crying and wailing at the top of her voice. Just a terrible, tragic accident, according to DC police. In Southeast DC, Paul Wagner, News 4.
Oh man. So you know what we gotta do on that one. We can't just pray for the girl that lost her life, because guess what? The one that lost her friend, the one that did this, she's terrible, she's terrified, she's all broken up. They were playing with it. Never thought nothing like that was gonna happen. We have to pray for the girl that lost her life as well as the person that pulled the trigger, you guys, because of the fact that they were playing with it and they should not have been. That's another thing. So that's the reason why the person that owns it is the one that's getting the charge. Terrible situation right here, you guys. And again, I got people in the comments that are saying that they grew up with them all around their house, their grandkids, with their grandkids, and their kids know not to touch them. Understand that a lot. I totally do. But it's just that one time that something might happen. I'm not trying to call you guys out on it either, because sometimes a friend might come over, somebody might want to see it. Happened to me one time, and I almost lost my life in doing it. I'll tell you guys after this prayer. But I want to pray for everybody affected by this situation and anyone who lost their life to GUN tragedies like this. Pray for the family for strength and for understanding and for them to get through this situation. Amen. Yeah, I was holding something for one of my friends one time. It was a revolver, right? And next thing you know, I let one of my friends know where it was at. He went and played with it and he did something to it. Then the other guy came back to get it. And he's like, yo, something's wrong with my blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. And then all of a sudden, I'm standing right there. He's like, yeah, click, 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 click. Meanwhile, I'm right there. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Luckily, it wasn't working. I checked out, saw what it was, fixed it because the barrel had to fall down into this little slot there. If you guys know anything about them 3/8 and them, yeah, those joints right there, revolvers, the revolver bed has to fall down into the line in a specific manner in order for it to actually turn. So it wasn't doing that. But meanwhile, I'm standing there. He's like, click, click. What's going on with my blah blah blah? I'm glad it wasn't nothing going on good with your blah 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 at that time. Let's keep on moving forward. Yes, you should not play around with GUNs. We got a situation over here talking about how game-changing Ukraine drones are. And they're supposed to be grinding Putin's advance to a halt. This here look like a little missile. So this one goes up like a rocket, and then it starts to fly a certain way. Ukraine, they have some of the, I guess I would say, some of the most high-tech drones, and they would say that that's the only thing that's actually bringing them to a good defense position when it comes against Russia. I wanted you guys to see what this drone was doing and how this one moves. Check this out. This is pretty crazy. And it looks very strong too. So they're basically like interceptors. As soon as those drones come out that aimed at Ukraine, they send those up to get in the way and boom. And those things move pretty fast, huh? And they force themselves to get in the front of the boom boom. It it's nicknamed the Sun. It's a compact interceptor drone capable of flying up to 300 km an hour and boasts almost 100% KILL rate, and it's full of boom, boom, boom on the inside. That's what its job is to do, to intercept their drones. 5 more likes, y'all. Let's get those likes up. There go one. Got him. Now, of course, their mission is a one-way mission. They're never expected to come back, especially if they're going out to intercept something. But you guys see what they got going on over there? That is crazy. Yeah, you see that 300 is as fast as F. Do you see how fast they went up in the air? Like to launch off? That's crazy. And then once they're in the air, they can turn and go in any direction that they want them to. So if there's a drill zone flying, they're going to be able to hit it at 300 kms. Exactly. That's why it has to be fast in order to catch up or to intercept. Remember the motorcycle called the Interceptor? One of my favorite motorcycles from back in the day. White, red, and blue. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. Because Lieutenant, anybody know what this means? How about this? Let's see how long you guys been around. I'm not even going to say it yet. Does anybody know what this means? If you know what this means, you've been around for a while. I only want to know what it means, not the person that says it. That's close, that one. But what does it mean? Close. Okay, I'll take the title. I'll take the title. I'll take the title. But what does this mean when you do it? What does he say when he lifts his hand up? What does he say? Almost. Almost. It's live long and prosper. That's right, you guys. Live long and prosper. This is the Vulcan hello, and this is made by the Vulcans, right? But none other than Spock. That's right, Dr. Spock from Star Trek. You guys know when you see this what to do, right? Check it out. We got a situation. We're going to give a shout out right now, and I want to give a big shout out to this person who is very, very important when it comes down to the African American struggle when it comes down to being an actor or an actress. That's right. We're talking about Lieutenant Uhura. I remember when y'all used to see that little skirt on, y'all used to be like, Uhura looking pretty good right there, huh? That's right, Lieutenant Uhura. We're talking about Lieutenant Uhura. Real name, Nichelle Nichols. Guess what, you guys? I'm so sad to report that she is no longer with us. Sadly, she lost her life after she was put inside of hospice care and wrongly taken care of, I want to say. But the good thing is her family stepped in afterward. They sued the hospital that she was at, and they were able to be awarded for $13 million. So yes, thank you, Lieutenant Uhura. Nancy, I'm sorry, Nichelle Nichols, for every single thing that you've done for us when it comes down to acting. Because if it hadn't been for you, there would have been a lot of other women that would not have been able to go after what you did. You pioneered a fantastic show, and you were even asked by some very important African American men to please keep your position, even when you were ready to leave. Shout out to Lieutenant Uhura, aka Nichelle Nichols. Remember, we already did the prayer. Let's go. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go. Amen.
While you may remember her as Uhura on Star Trek, Nichelle Nichols died back in 2022, and now her family is suing the Silver City Medical Facility where she was treated. John Rapolo is live in the newsroom.
Yeah, Darlene, good afternoon. That Grant County jury deliberating for just 2 hours this afternoon. They found the medical facility negligent
It only took them 2 hours to find them negligent.
in Nichols' death.
It's not the sun up in the sky.
Nichelle Nichols, otherwise known as Lieutenant Uhura on Star Trek, became an icon as the first Black woman to play a lead role.
Not only did she think about leaving Star Trek because she wanted to be in the theater, Martin Luther King himself called her and said, please, this is the first time a person like us has been in a role of power and influence, and I need you to stay.
Attorney Lisa Curtis filed a wrongful death suit against Gila.
Could you imagine getting a phone call from could you imagine getting that phone call like, okay, I'm staying. Yeah, I'll stay. Yeah, she was ready to leave until she got that phone call from Dr. King.
Attorney Lisa Curtis filed a wrongful death suit against Gila Medical Center in Silver City. That's where Nichols was treated in 2022.
Nichelle Nichols had a new heart condition, and the great people that were taking care of her sent her to the emergency room to be diagnosed. They did a terrible job of that.
The lawsuit alleges Gila Medical Center hired, credentialed, and inappropriately supervised unqualified medical providers and allowed them to treat Ms. Nichols. Nichols was transferred to an assisted living facility where she died hours later.
So she needed to see somebody that could diagnose her and treat her. They didn't transfer her to Las Cruces. You know, it's a trip down I-25. It should have been an easy call. But the problem is the hospital had very poor policies for that.
We reached out to the medical center and their attorney. This is John Rapolo from KOAT, but never heard back. But in court filings, the hospital says Nichols' death was due to natural causes. Yeah, and that jury awarding the family $13 million in this case. We'll have more coming up at 10. We're live in the newsroom. John Rapolo, KOAT, Action 7 News. God rest your soul. I like what people are saying in the comments. People are saying that Dr. King gave her a different perspective, and that's right. Because think about all the other roles that people were doing at that time. She was actually a lieutenant on a show with nothing but other. Yeah, exactly. Lieutenant Uhura, we're going to need you to stay there. And it was a woman, double whammy. Fabulous. Natural causes due to neglect, says Lee Davis. Of course they would say that. Cut the check, says Crystal. You know, we all Trekkies over here. Don't play with us. Do not play. I'm a Trekkie. That's right, you guys. I would stick around after the honeymooners went off and watch Star Trek. That's right. I used to watch that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Space, the final frontier. These are the journeys of the Starship Enterprise. You know, that used to be my joint right there, y'all. Let's go. Let's keep on moving forward because we got to get on over to Wellington, where we got a mall takeover. Oh, well, they thought it was a mall takeover. This is what more police need to do. How about when they find out it's a mall takeover about to happen, they go set up and say, "Come on, we over here too." They got posters up. They got these the digital billboards. You know, the digital billboards that tell everybody to slow down, speed or whatever like that. This one says there'll be no teen takeover today. People need to take note at Wellington. Wellington know what they're doing. They need to take note at them and see what they got going on out there. Mall takeover averted.
Do you know what a teen takeover is? For the past few days, we've been following the story of how a teen takeover was reportedly being planned this afternoon at the mall in Wellington.
Yeah, we're talking about teenagers in big groups coordinating on Facebook, then gathering at a location, but hopefully not causing trouble.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, we sent CBS 12 News reporter Mike Magnoli to the mall to find out how law enforcement was handling things. Mike?
So if any kids were coming here today looking for some action, they were greeted with this sign. It says, "The mall takeover is over. Zero tolerance." This is the flyer that got the word out. Bring your crew.
So these are the flyers that your teenagers get, just so you guys know. There's a takeover at Wellington Mall, Florida, June the 5th at 2:30 p.m. The Wellington Mall got the address, one day, one mall. Bring your crew, bring the energy, and let's take over. You guys see that, right? So that's the thing, and they intercepted it. They saw it. Because why? They're on the internet too.
Bring the energy. Let's take over. This message was shared via social media, and Palm Beach County officials became alarmed. That's because they feared something like this could happen. A teen takeover in Clearwater Beach ended in gunfire and chaos. Then Florida's Attorney General posted to X that event organizers will be criminally charged.
So now the organizers are going to get criminally charged for organizing these events.
Cases like this in the future. I met 19-year-old Sebastian Gallardo heading into Wellington's mall with his sister. He says he would.
Yep, the cops took over.
First of all, you're putting health hazards out there. You don't know if someone could trip, fall, maybe a fight could break out. Someone doesn't get along with someone else. There's a lot of potential hazards out there in the world.
And he sounds like a smart kid. He's 19 years old, making a lot of sense.
Especially with something like this.
Sheriff Rick Bradshaw on a morning news radio program saying that he'd put extra deputies at the mall to keep the peace. And indeed, we saw deputies at every turn.
We'll have all the resources we
we need to keep everybody safe. We've talked to them all, you know, that's a private property.
And Palm Beach County Commissioner Greg Weiss says this should be a wake-up call that the county needs to reach young people on social media to let them know there are other things to do in the summer, safer activities.
Yeah, they need to get a summer job. I remember back in the day where it used to be a cool thing to get a job. Anybody remember that? Remember summer youth? Anybody remember getting a job? How about that? Anybody remember getting a job? I had no other choice but to get a job. You know why? Two reasons. I needed the money. And number two, I didn't want to do the summer youth program regular jobs because you have to wait 2 weeks to get paid and then they be playing around with your money and everybody getting the same pay. I was like, nah. So around summertime when everybody else was getting a job, I already had a different job somewhere else. Really working. That's right. That's right. I did when I was able to work, I did it the smart way. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. And make sure your kids don't get caught up in those teen takeovers. So you be out there talking about my baby or not my baby. You don't want to deal with that crap. Let's keep on going. See, everybody here worked. That's what I'm talking about. What happened with working? You guys are the same people that used to go outside with a shovel when it snowed and used to like to see the snow because you knew you was going to make a quick 30, 40, 50 bucks, right? Now, I dare you to ask a kid to shovel, he's gonna look at you like you crazy. Now with these flip-flops on, and I done seen them in the snow with Crocs on. Stop playing with me. You ask a kid to shovel right now. They're gonna be don't even know how to use their own hands. I'm sorry, you guys, but it's coming to that. Now, I don't know a lot of them that like to do any strenuous work. They rather ask you for it or find a sneaky way to get it. I dare you. Some of them might do the shoveling, but I'm gonna tell you, not that many. Let's keep on going. Let's go. New York, we're going over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it bump, bump. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. You see, I have to do that for certain boroughs, especially when it comes down to the Bronx. Because that's where the Yankees play, man. That's where they play. So you got to do it the right way. You got to bring it in with Frankie. But the sad part about it is you guys got to be careful also, especially if you're hungry one day. You just happen to be driving through the drive-thru. And I don't know what happens, but your car winds up going through the side of the McDonald's. I understand when they say drive-through, but are you trying to make your own drive-through window? We got a situation where by the Bruckner and Boulevard between Morrison and Boynton. That's right. If anybody knows about those areas, we got a car crash. It crashed straight into the McDonald's. And it's not like a small crash like right on the bottom. This sucker here looked like it took flight. I don't understand how it got up in the air like this.
Now, the search for two people after a car crash into a McDonald's in the Bronx is happening as we speak.
Talking about have it your way.
Video shows the front of the car embedded in the side wall of the fast food restaurant. Look at that there. This happened around noon today on Brooklyn Boulevard between Morrison and Boynton Avenues in the Southgate section. No one was hurt, but police say the driver and passenger fled. No word on what actually caused that crash.
I don't know if you guys saw how much flight it took, but I'm wondering how it got up off the ground like that. Luckily, nobody got hurt, but watch out, you guys. I'm talking about, that's the drive-through, but I think they was thinking about flying through. They were in a rush. Let's keep on going over there because now we got to get on over to Chicago. We got a dramatic rescue that unfolded after pedestrians was pinned under a car in the Aldi parking lot. Anybody hear about this in Chicago? And luckily, they got that person from out of there. But they were pinned under their vehicle. Let's go.
We're going to show you a dramatic rescue in a store parking lot in Ward Grove.
Police say a car struck a pedestrian and several cars. Shoppers then jumped in to comfort the victim who was stuck under the vehicle. Then firefighters had to lift the car to free the man. NBC5's JC Navarrete spoke with witnesses.
I heard some explosion. I just come out and I saw 4 cars left together. I saw the guy under the car.
A first-hand look at a tragedy avoided. An ordinary trip to the grocery store quickly taking a life-threatening turn after police say a driver in this Aldi parking lot attempted to pull through parking spots and struck 3 cars and hit a pedestrian.
If you see the guy under the knee of the car and he stuck like that. And thank God does not get too much serious.
Mohammed runs a nearby smoke shop. He shared this video with me. He says a good Samaritan stayed with the victim, who found himself pinned beneath a black Mercedes.
We're able to use a tool that we have to deploy rapidly, along with some wood for cribbing, just in case it were to fall.
911 calls came in just before 11 a.m. Crews there faced a delicate and difficult situation with a man trapped under that car. Firefighters were able to lift the vehicle, free that man, and brought him here to Advocate Lutheran General Hospital, where miraculously he only had minor injuries.
We're here for exactly this, the good outcomes. Sometimes it's good, sometimes they're bad. This one, everything went well, and this was a good outcome.
Morning Grove police are still working to determine what caused the crash. It's still unclear if the driver will be facing charges. Jason Navarrete, NBC5 News.
Lucky they made it out of there. We're going to pray that this person gets out of there with a full recovery, 100%. Amen. Lisa, are you saying that that's by Valencia and Park and Hunts Point? Because we know how spell check does. Then turn her park to cake. I think you're right about that. It's a possibility that might be. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And if you appreciate the content that you're seeing right now, let's double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. We're working on 73,000 subscribers. Also, go ahead and double tap that screen. That's all you got to do. Double tap that screen. That gets the likes up. Lets more people know that we're over here. Also, thanks for all of the hearts and the love. I appreciate it so much. All I do is turn it back and give it right back to you guys. Let's go. Can't nobody drive no more, right? I was wondering why they gave me a license. I went in there and I passed my road test, then I did did my permit, took my road test. I'm like, wait a minute, I've been trying to get my license for years. They gave me a license, ran up out of there like Dagwood, Bumstead. Come on, y'all, keep on going. Anybody from Baltimore in the building? Come on, Baltimore. Come on, little girl from Baltimore. Baltimore, Baltimore. All the fellas too. Because if you ride a dirt bike, ATV, or four-wheeler, just got to let you guys know they are looking for you. And they're using those drones too. They're not chasing them anymore because they don't want any accidents and things like that. What they're doing now, they're waiting for you to park. They're trying to find out where you're at. And guess what? They come in and get you later and they're taking your dirt bike, four-wheeler, or your ATV. It's not even worth it anymore, guys. Oh, last thing I want to say is this. If you have a gas station, and you see them pull up, the new law says you got to turn off the pump. So if 4 people are getting gas, you still got to shut that pump off and call the police because you're not supposed to even sell them gas. You can get in trouble and fined. Come on over here. What's going on with this new situation out there? They're really cracking down when it comes down to Baltimore City.
Commissioner Worley admitted on WBAL News Radio 1090 this morning that he hasn't put as many resources into this problem as he should have in the last few years. But now that's changing. Illegal dirt bikes and ATVs screaming down the streets of Baltimore is nothing out of the ordinary.
Baltimore in the building. Y'all used to this then.
Sometimes in large groups.
I drive and it's dangerous. It's dangerous because the way they be driving them out there like it, somebody could get hurt.
Police Commissioner Richard Worley addressed the issue on WBAL News Radio 1090 Thursday
This is our bottom line alert. That's right.
morning, saying they are stepping up their enforcement, not by going after the riders, but by seizing their bikes. So far this year, they've seized 27 dirt bikes and 14 ATVs. By comparison, in all of 2025, they got 74 dirt bikes and only 7 ATVs.
Somebody said these guys stop traffic and dare you to move. It's very dangerous. Wow.
It's something that's now the responsibility of the Traffic Investigation Unit.
The citywide traffic team, which was put together a couple months ago, this is one of their tasks as well. But we are using other people like our motors unit, who do just a lot of escorts. They are now part of this traffic enforcement, dirt bike enforcement.
Since this weekend, they've seized 15 dirt bikes and ATVs, 11 over the weekend near Herring Run Park, 4 more on Tuesday in Cameron Village.
They're cracking down all over, you guys. New York, I haven't even seen them out there like they used to be. They took a whole bunch of bikes from New York from the last 2-3 years when Eric Adams was the mayor, straight up crushing them. Didn't care about no auction, straight crushing them.
Gonna save people, kids from getting hurt.
You see the bike, it's another bike that's not gonna be racing around and in out traffic.
Worley says officers won't chase them while they're riding on the streets. It's too dangerous. But they're trying to use the helicopter and a new tool at their disposal.
We have a drone first responder program that we haven't started yet, but we can use drones.
That's probably the safest way to do it. The only way to do it. You just can't stop a bike.
To report dirt bikes or ATVs, you can call their hotline at 443-902-4474, or you can email dirtbiketips@baltimorepolice.org.
No more bike life. I'm telling you guys, I know what you're trying to think. And you're like, oh, I'm going to still get around it. Oh, I'm still going to be able to do this, going to be able to do that. Not when they don't let you get gas. If the gas station won't let you, you better go out there with your little gas can and have somebody keep on getting gas cans and stuff like that, putting in the back of a truck. Because you're not going to, you better find another way to get gas. Think about that. They're not even letting the gas stations give you gas. Think about that. But I think they steal these bikes and rightful owners never get them back. You're right about that. Happened to me several times. Just find an isolated area where it's safe to drive away from traffic. I live on a major highway. Four-wheelers and bikes are riding up and down them and no police around ever. Luigi says, why would you buy a dirt bike to ride on the street? Because a lot of young kids and D-rug dealers that make their money make stupid decisions and do stuff like that. They have a park for the dirt bike riders, but they're not using it. You're right about that. They need to make more open locations for people that have dirt bikes and invite people to come. Because it's not about just the dirt bike. You know what else is about? And let me tell you guys what it's about. It's about showing off that you got the dirt bike. It's about people seeing you. It's about showing out. It's about doing wheelies and stuff like that too. You also want people in the neighborhood, look, my bike. That's right. That's why they do it. I'm a victim of it myself. I cannot tell a lie. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, right now, because we got to talk about these Uber drivers. Be careful out there, you guys. We're going to go over to Miami, Buena Vista. We got an Uber driver. They got pow. The passenger possibly grazed as well. Be careful, you guys, because driving in a neighborhood that was pretty bad, and I guess they just caught a stray driving through this neighborhood. And luckily, they didn't lose their lives. The Uber driver got hit, and the passenger got hit too.
Starts right now.
Rideshare horror, an Uber driver was shot while taking a passenger through a Miami neighborhood. And officials say they have no clue who the shooter is. Level 10's Aaron Maben live in Miami with this developing story. Aaron, good evening.
Well, good evening, Caroline and Sanella. So many of us have been inside Ubers, so what a terrifying situation to hear about.
Good morning, Kendra.
Possibly happened underneath the expressway here. The driver ended up going a couple of blocks and taking a left turn, where he then called police. When he called police, the chaos was far from over.
In this neighborhood, which is really greatly, beautifully improved, has nothing to do with it.
A portion of Miami's Buena Vista neighborhood, the focus of a police investigation after an Uber driver was shot and a passenger possibly grazed by a bullet Friday night. The shooting was reported on Northwest 2nd Avenue and 38th Street around 10 p.m. Investigators say the bullet hit the driver in the shoulder.
It's quite concerning as anywhere, any neighborhood. You'd like to know.
Despite being injured, the Uber driver was
Ad
able
ran.
to stay on the road, driving to Northwest 5th Avenue and 46th Street, where he called police. Neighbors like Judy Winter still processing the chaos.
No, I mean, it was a tremendous response to what happened.
The response call came with another dangerous encounter. A sergeant responding to the incident was hit by a car that ran a stop sign. The sergeant was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. In response to the shooting, an Uber spokesperson said, "What this driver and rider went through must have been terrifying. We have been in touch with them to check on their well-being, and our thoughts are with them as they recover."
Be careful out there, you guys, because there was probably a beef going on somewhere. Somebody just piled out of nowhere, and they caught the worst of it. Be careful. I want to pray for them that they have 100% recovery, and that this does not continue to happen. Miami, y'all got to calm down. Please, shut it down, chill out. It's summertime, but it's not necessary for you guys to act this way. Let's make it through the summer, and just like not let the temperatures take us to other areas that we shouldn't be at. Praying for both of them for a full recovery. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to Islip. We got an Islip Terrence brothel. I can say that word. And these guys are acting like they ain't know nothing about it. Oh yeah, I know your wife might be watching this episode. I thought about this. I said, how it's been going on for about 15 years. They're only asking men about it, but these men are very smart when it comes down to this brothel question. They're saying, I didn't even know it was over there. That's the smart answer. That's the smart answer. You don't want your wife to see this interview, huh?
I said maybe 2008, around 10, even before 2012. So she's been in business a long time.
Islip Terrace residents say they are not shocked to hear Suffolk police busted an alleged brothel at this house on Cedarwood Street on Monday. Police say they arrested 67-year-old Helen Mantel and charged her with prostitution.
67-year-old cooch boy. Woo, she was still in business.
After they say she had been operating the brothel since at least 2012, advertising online under the name Phyllis. When News 12 first stopped at the house Tuesday, no one answered the door, but a short time later, a woman pulled into the driveway.
Her name is Phyllis. Every time I hear that name, I think of Phyllis Diller. Ugh.
Initially identified herself as Mantel, but quickly retracted that statement. Wrong person? Yeah, police said they arrested a 67-year-old woman.
He said, I'm 70 years old. I'll never do nothing like that. And she said, yeah, well, the police did say that they arrested a 70-year-old, 67-year-old woman.
Helen Mantel, Phyllis?
And she must not be doing too good business pushing a Lincoln with plastic on the back window. She must have some real dusty cooch for sale. Ain't really doing that much good business no more, huh, Helen? Phyllis.
She drove away, but the vehicle she was driving also matched photos released by police, which neighbors also confirmed.
I had a guy parking here, parking here. Yeah. And I come out and like, oh, leave, what are you doing here?
Some neighbors have told us off camera they've called police numerous times and filed complaints. Meanwhile, others say they've heard about these allegations for decades.
It's just horrible because it's in a community.
Would you look at this dog's kid and play afro? Would you look at this poodle right now? She picked this dog up on purpose. This is a whole comedy scene right here. All of the people included. This is a reality show. The whole neighborhood needs to make a reality show.
Where, there's children around and it's just horrible.
News 12 tried to reach Councilwoman Diane Kuhn for comment on the suspected long-standing brothel in her district. We did not hear back. Suffolk police are asking anyone with information to give them a call.
It's good that the neighborhood's getting cleaned up and, we can move on from this,
In Islip Terrace, Suffolk County, CDLR.
Yeah, it's good that the neighborhood's getting mixed up. Yeah, all right, buddy. You know you was probably one of the people that was going up to hang out with Phyllis. You know Phyllis. And she probably got some other girls up in there too. You know how they go. Got that old dusty cooch. Lord have mercy, what that house probably was smelling like. Mothballs. Mothballs and meow. Lord have mercy. I'm good. No, thank you, Phyllis. Yeah, you have a good one, miss. No, I can't help you with your lawn and none of that. I'm out of here. Yeah. From the distance. No, thank you, Miss Phyllis. For that dusty cooch. Yeah, and tuna. Exactly. Somebody said tuna. Not just any tuna ad range. You know what it was? It was schooner tuna. You guys gonna make me remember all of my favorite movies. Where that come from? Schooner tuna. Got the old lady Phyllis out here smelling like schooner tuna. Making men park around for that. Come on out of here. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. What time is it right now? Because I think I got too much in the clip for you guys. I'm going to try to get you guys out of here, but I got a lot to go over. Let's get on over to Miami right now. We got this surveillance video that shows this pow in an alleyway. You see one guy walk down, and then all of a sudden somebody go behind him. Next thing you know, boop, boop, and then somebody's running. Yeah, you guys, let's go. I know y'all can't help it. Y'all can't help make the jokes that y'all make. It's y'all. It's not me. Don't try to blame it on me. It's y'all with the jokes. It ain't me.
Surveillance video tonight shows the moment shots were fired overnight in Miami Beach, leaving a man fighting for his life.
Hours later, one person was taken into custody for questioning after a SWAT standoff. Local 10's Byron Tollefson is live on Miami Beach with the investigation. Byron.
Phyllis got that old Pirates of the Caribbean cooch.
Throughout this evening, we have seen so many people walking up to us having heard of this shooting and asking for the latest on what happened here. So many people knew about this because of the big traffic standstill earlier this morning. We're now seeing some new surveillance video showing some of what happened. Surveillance video obtained by Local 10 revealing what led up to a shooting in a Miami Beach alleyway early Friday morning. First, you can see a man walking down Collins Avenue. Then he goes into an alley. Right after that, you can see another man running the same way. Then a gunshot rings out. Only moments later, another shot goes off, and a man hits the ground. The shooter then runs away from the scene. This all happened around
Ain't nobody tell you to follow him, man. Yeah.
5 in the morning near 67th Street in Collins. Later, up from above, Sky 10 showing Collins shut down. Traffic left at a standstill for hours as SWAT teams searched the neighborhood for someone. Take a look at this picture from a viewer. You can see a canine alongside the SWAT team. A shock for neighbors here.
I saw them gathering on a sidewalk with their weapons, getting ready to go inside, I guess, make sure that it's safe.
It just happened so fast, and I just saw the police.
Nah, bro, it's over. That happened, and they got up out of there as soon as that happened. They got up out of there as soon as that happened. Okay, you guys, I'm so proud of you, and I hope that you're proud of yourself because you've made it. You've made it to the health and wellness section. That's right, you guys. It's the health and wellness section on Our Bottom Line. It's time for you to get some inspiration, some health, some inspiration when it comes down to wellness. Also, would you like to hear some inspirational words? Or some things that may make you feel like you're probably going through a challenge right now. I am as well. Crazy challenge I'm going through right now. But I just have to keep on pushing through and making these faces and acting like everything is okay. But you know what? It helps me to keep on pushing through. Because it also tells me that, you know what, Boogotti, you might be making stuff up in your head bigger than what it really is. Even though that it's really hard to do that, right? Making stuff up in his head bigger than what it really is. It's kind of hard for you to do that, Boogotti, because you do look like Mac tonight. Man in the Moon from McDonald's. Got the nerve to be talking about your head. But okay, let's get off of my head and let's get back to some serious points. We've been talking about the mind. We've been talking about how to stay on course, how to keep ourselves processed, and how to not worry about things so much. Because remember the other day we did the video talking about worrying about something. Most of the time when you worry about something, it's really not as rough as you make it. Most of the time it's bigger the way that you make it up, because when we take things in, we seem to compartmentalize things, and the way that we come up with things, we always find the worst scenarios, when in reality it's not even that rough. I want to give you guys some inspiration right now from someone that we actually spoke about a little while ago. This time we're not talking about his sneakers. We're talking about the RIP, rest in peace, to the late great Kobe Bryant. There's some information that he's about to tell you guys that I think that you guys are going to be able to pull from this that's relevant to what we've been trying to do ourselves. I think that if you hear somebody else say it, you'll probably really go into it and try to apply it to your own daily life. So let's check this out. This is some Kobe Bryant advice that will destroy your fear of failure. Let's destroy our fears of failure.
In your life, see past the cloud of emotion to actually execute on things. Because I think what we were speaking about earlier, this challenge that young people have today, everyone has today, of just so much information, so much cloud of emotion, so many feelings, so much childhood baggage that you're bringing. Like, how have you always cut through that and execute on?
You know, what I try to do is just try to be still and understand that things come and go, emotions come and go. The important thing is to accept them all, to embrace them all, and then you can choose to do with them what you want.
Remember yesterday when we were talking about how to think smarter than 90% of people? Take something in, give it 3 minutes before you make a decision. He's saying it the whole different way. So already saying the same things that we just learned. That's why I thought it was important that we hear someone actually say it that applied it and it worked.
Versus being controlled by emotion. You know, a lot of times I've seen players, even myself, you know, when I was younger, being consumed by a particular fear And to the point where you're saying, okay, nah, it's not good to feel fear. I shouldn't be nervous in the situation. Like, nah, it does nothing but grow. Versus stepping back and saying, yeah, I am nervous about the situation. Yeah, I am fearful about the situation. Well, what am I afraid of? And then you kind of unpack it. And then it gives you the ability to look at it for really what it is, which is nothing more than your imagination.
Kobe's words cut straight through the noise. A reminder that emotions aren't enemies, they're signals. Instead of running from fear or anxiety, he teaches us to pause, accept, and unpack them. What looks terrifying is often just our imagination exaggerating reality. This mindset doesn't just create calm, it creates clarity, and clarity leads to execution.
Running its course, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love that, because what you're saying is that when you're dealing with something, it's almost like, how can I get to the root of it?
Yeah.
Because sometimes what we're dealing with, like you're saying, it's an imagination, an illusion. It's not really.
It's not really a thing.
Yeah.
You know, like you think about game-winning shots or game-winning free throws, and people go to the free throw line and they're nervous about it. Well, what are you really nervous about? If you unpack that, okay, you're nervous that you're going to miss the shot. All right, so you miss the shot, then what happens? People are going to be embarrassed. You're going to be embarrassed because thousands of people, millions of people see you miss the shot. All right, and then what? People are going to talk bad about you. Okay, right? And so you're looking at it and go, are those things even important? You know what I mean? If that is my fear, like what is, you're worried about letting your teammates down? Okay, have you let them down before? Oh, I'm sure, in practice and things of that nature, right? They're still there.
Yeah.
His insight is pure gold. He's showing that fear is mostly imagination. When he talks about missing a game-winning shot, it's not really the shot we fear. It's embarrassment, judgment, the what ifs. Kobe reminds us that most fears are illusions we create in our minds. Facing them head on, breaking them down, that's how champions execute under pressure.
You know? And so when you're able to unpack it, you kind of look at it for what it is, which is really nothing.
Yeah, I love that. Breaking it down. I think that's so important. I think everyone who's listening or watching right now, next time you're facing a fear, next time you're going against something, do that. Like literally unpack it. Don't just settle for your first answer, because the first answer is rarely the right one.
Yeah, don't hide from it. You know, you got to be able to look at it and, you know, and deal with it head on.
You ever have a bill or a problem and you're worried about it so much, and then you actually go speak to the person, they're like, yeah, you know, we could put you on a payment plan. And then all of a sudden you're like this. You've been holding that in for like 7 days, worrying about what's gonna happen. You mean to tell me I've been worried about this and I can just, you mean to tell me? That's what I'm saying, you guys. Instead of doing that and making yourself stressed for that long period of time, go right to it. Deal right with it. That's what I've been learning how to do. Deal with it, unpack it, figure it out, and go through it. Just keep on moving forward, because I know you didn't think that was the health and wellness section. That was part of the health and wellness section. We got to keep on moving forward over here. We got more time, and I hope you guys, yes, I hope you guys get information from that and you can understand from that. This was a man that trained and practiced while everybody else was hanging out, so that he can make sure that that shot that he was going up for actually counted. Okay, I'm not going to tell you guys that just the thinking about hoping and praying and investing yourself in mental thought is going to be the way to do it. Nah, you still got to get out there and practice and dribble that ball and get your hands used to it and train so long that you can't miss, where you can almost pull up to the point where you already know that it's water. People like, man, I ain't even going to defend against him or her because they've been practicing for too long. And just so you know one thing, Olympic gymnasts practice all the way up until the meet. Even when they're doing the meet, they're still out there flipping, dancing, running and all of that. You know why? They're shaking off all of the cobwebs so that when they're really ready to perform, they're excelling and they're ready to go. They already got the bad flip out. They already done did that turn 17 times or that one 1,000 times. That's what I'm talking about. So don't think you're gonna just get it by mind. No, 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 no. That's why I don't like when people say stuff like, you gonna get it when your time come, or there's somebody out there for everybody. Stop getting caught up in stuff like that, because it ain't. You better go find you somebody, and you better go dig a hole if you want something to come out. That's right. Dig a hole, plant something. And not only just dig a hole and plant something, stand there, make sure that nothing's messing with the hole, pray for water, pray for fertilizer, and then when you see something pop up, boom, you deserve something. And even then, you got to keep on taking care of it, just like a plant. Keep on going. That's the way we deal with problems. Don't just, oh my God, something's going to happen for me. Oh yeah, you ain't planting no seed. You got to sow the seed first in order to get the benefit, the sun or the water, right? Let's go. What is he going to put water on? What is he going to put the sun on if you ain't put the seed in the dirt? Let's go. We got to get on over to the health and wellness section right now. I want to show you guys some more brands that we need to look out for. And ladies, I just got to tell you, ladies, if you're going to leave, I'm sorry, because the majority of these brands are very important to you. We need to look out for cancerous things. We need to look out for what we're putting in our bodies. That's right. We're talking tampons, you guys. Did you know that there were plastics and forever chemicals inside of tampons? If you ever notice another thing? You ever see a colored pad? Guess what's making that color? Yellow, red, purple number, and you're putting it, oh boy, and they ain't even telling us. That's right, cancer right next to the gooch. I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's the truth. So why not learn more about it today? Top 10 worst brands of sunscreen, body oil, deodorant, and what to buy instead. I'm going to do it again. Top 10 worst brands of sunscreen, body deodorant, and what to buy instead. We're going to go into another part of this that's going to go right at the end of it for ladies. It's about your deodorant and about those tampons. Very important. You don't want to be putting anything down there. Let's go. Let's get into it, you guys. Again, top 10 worst brands of sunscreen, body lotion, and deodorant, and what to buy instead. We're going to run with Bobby this morning. Bobby Parrish. BOBBY PARRISH. When we finish, we're going to join this channel. I'm sorry, we already joined it because we already got the notifications up. You see that bell right there? What I tell you guys to do? See that bell? It's already on all. So that means that all notifications from Bobby I will be receiving. Do the same thing down here under Boogotti and you'll make sure that you won't miss anything from us. It's the health and wellness section. Let's get into it, you guys. Top 10 worst brands of sunscreen, body deodorants, and what to buy instead. If you use Secret, please stay with me. I use Secret and I will not be using it anymore. Yes, I was using it because I thought it was okay. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. Don't use it anymore. Trust me, especially after this. Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go.
Deodorant, heck, even tampons have ingredients that are worse for us than junk food. Well, it turns out it's actually true because the cosmetics industry is so loosely regulated. And considering we slather this stuff on our body every single day, you're going to want to watch this video because I'll show you the most common toxic ingredients in the personal care products you're using every day, why they're so bad for us, and more importantly, show you the better for you Bobby approved non-toxic swaps. And anybody here that likes to use spray on deodorant, I would recommend that you stop because that's that's basically butane. Same thing that they put inside of a lighter in order to, and you can actually shoot a flame out of it if you light a match to it. I don't think you need gasolines or anything derivative of petroleum on your skin or any part of your body like that, because things like that can actually get through the body. Minerals, most of the time, they stay on top. They don't really bother you. But any chemicals, they go inside of your pores and you will get disease from that. Let's go. Best of all, you can find all these swaps at any grocery store in the US. By the way, this video is sponsored by Thrive Market, but more on that later because we begin with sunscreen as we go into the summer. Vote now. Are you on team lotion or spray bottle? The one you choose makes a big difference. I'll tell you why in a couple seconds. But there's stop with the spray. Trust me, he's gonna make you stop after this. And this is why we watch these videos, not to call each other out, but to learn. And please tell somebody else about this. Two different types of sunscreen you want to be concerned with: chemical-based ones and mineral-based ones. Now, most of them on the market are chemical-based. And how do you know that? Because anytime you see these four active ingredients here, something like avobenzone or hamalate, those are the active ingredients in chemical-based. Number one, those type of active ingredients get absorbed into your skin. Mineral-based, which I'll show you in a second, doesn't. That's a big deal because these can be hormone disrupting ingredients
And
Hormone disrupting ingredients. Is that important to you?
endocrine disrupting ingredients, aka toxic ingredients. And when they're absorbed into your skin, they stay in your tissue for weeks or months, and they're actually found in mother's milk.
Now that's scary. You got a baby on the way, or you're pregnant and you're nursing, and you don't even notice that this is going inside of your body and it's staying in there and winding up in the mother's milk. It's how important this stuff is and this information for us to know.
Weeks after the mom takes that. So we don't want chemical-based sunscreens. What do we want? Mineral-based. Now there's a big difference.
Good minerals, CeraVe, different stuff like Eucerin, stuff that's made by the dermatologist. Let's look for some good minerals.
Between the good mineral and the bad mineral, of course, I'll tell you. Now, the good mineral, you can see immediately the active ingredients don't have that homosalate and oxysalate and avobenzone. It has titanium dioxide, zinc oxide.
Good question, excuse me. That one song, think about it, 410. You just said, I wonder if this affects the men's ED, erectile dysfunction. He did say hormones, right? It affects hormones, or period. You don't want anything that's going to go into your body that's affecting your hormones, because that could possibly affect ED, erectile dysfunction.
Side, those two. By the way, big news, those never get absorbed by your skin at all, and those are completely non-toxic. Oh, I forgot to mention a couple of those active ingredients and the chemical ones are horrible for the reefs, which is why places like Hawaii have banned them because they're killing our precious reef and our.
So when that comes off your skin, the chemicals go into the water and it damages the reef. So why the hell would you think you want it on your skin if it's doing that damage to the reef? Let's go.
Finding evils and finding doors. So this is actually a great one you can find at the store. CeraVe Mineral One. I also like that the inactive ingredients don't have any fragrances or nasty allergens.
You guys remember about fragrance? Look at stuff that you bought in your in your medicine cabinet. Look at your lotions. If it has fragrance in it, there's a possibility of it having up to 3,000 different ingredients that you have no idea about. If it's a certain color, for instance, like Palmer's cocoa butter, we thought that that was good, right? The fragrance is not original. The color is even different. There's many different things in there that we had no idea about. And I'm learning today myself. I thought it was cool to use secret. Had to throw it all out yesterday.
Another nice one right here. Boom. Baby Bum Mineral 50 Sunbum. Sunbum makes mineral here, which is really nice. Active ingredient, zinc oxide, and the other ingredients are not bad too. My number one favorite one, you can find at other stores too, is popped up on screen right now. It's called Badger. It is a phenomenal minimal ingredient list mineral sunscreen. Pink Sport is another great one, and
Babel
Metallic is another one.
Yeah.
You have great options here to avoid the chemical-based sunscreen.
You have to pay attention to these ingredients because you do not want to build up these carcinogens. You're building up the reason why we're not living long, you guys, by taking in these cancer-causing chemicals. It's not your fault that they make them. It's our fault for using them and not being smart about what these actual ingredients do. I never tell you guys to look at the ingredients for one brand. I tell you guys to look at the ingredients so that when you're looking at ingredients overall, you'll be able to dissect and know what to not use and use less of. Because if you got cancer causing stuff in the shampoo, cancer causing stuff in the deodorant, cancer causing stuff in the lotion, not giving yourself that much of a chance to live long and prosper, are we? Let's keep on moving forward. Let's go.
Now, if you voted that you like spray, I get it. It's easy. It's easy for your kids. But the problem is, once again, 9 times out of 10, the active ingredient are those hormone disrupting ingredients that get absorbed by your skin. But how do we think the sunscreen comes out of the bottle? With magic, right? With Merlin? No, it's with E.
I used to use Arm & Hammer baking soda on my underarm. Put a little bit of the powder in my hand like that, get a little wet, put it right up under my arm. My grandmother used to tell me to do that. I'm like, for real? Baking powder? Baking soda? And it literally worked. I thought I was like, for real? And it works.
Alcohol, but isobutane.
Alcohol and isobutane. So you got the flame and you got the gas. You got both of them in that spray. So you guys that like to use the Neutrogena sunscreen spray on, Look at what you're spraying on your body and watch what he does with it with the lighter.
Butane or propane. Look what happened right here when I lit this on fire when it was coming out. It literally was a fireball, dun, 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 in a bad way in my backyard.
So now imagine you laying down, you done sprayed that all on your body and everything like that. What is that doing to your skin? Like you literally got butane on your skin. Thought about that before? Now you're really letting the sun get it in there, right? And then you wonder why people get that thing called skin cancer. Yeah, you never know what can lead up to it. Stop building it up. You got to start using less and less as possible.
Propane is the same stuff they use for your grill. Also, propane oftentimes has a byproduct of benzene, which can be cancerous. Now, they do make mineral sunscreens sometimes that are sprayed, not nearly as effective.
Jelena, we definitely want to pray for you. She's going to do a specialist for her stomach, and her grandmother died from the stomach. Well, my uncle did too, but that did not mean that I'm not able to get over that. Got to work on that stomach, Jelena, and we're gonna probably help you out moving forward with that gut stuff because we got a lot of stuff coming up that has to do with the gut because the gut and the brain is directly connected. So we want to pray for Jelena right now as she's telling us this. We don't like to wait. And we want to pray that you get through this. And even though you may have to go through a lot of different treatments and work, we want to pray that it's successful for you. We all praying for you right now, Jelena. That's how we get down. Amen. Let's keep on going, you guys. Let's go.
I want you to use the mineral lotions with the non-toxic ingredients. Once again, everything is available at most every store in the grocery store. I'm putting them all in the description box down below for you. Let's turn our attention to deodorant. And because I read the comments, a lot of women were asking me to cover women's deodorant because last time we talked about men's. Let's hear it for the girls, which unfortunately, you have to look out for a lot of stuff here because if we look at women's deodorant, let's pick out like a nice relaxing lavender. Actually, I don't like lavender.
So question, where they get the lavender smell from? Think about it. Then they got some other thing called like glycerin that it helps you to slide it under your arm. Kind of like derivative of petroleum. Got to worry about stuff like that too.
She doesn't relax me, but the main active ingredient, guys, is aluminum. You might know to avoid that, but aluminum in your pits on your biggest organ in your body can be super toxic, but the devil's always in the details.
Aluminum inside secret. I had no idea. He gonna keep on going now. Watch how it get worse.
And the other ingredients here, see this one called propylene glycol? Its only job is to make this go on smooth underneath your pits. The problem is it's an alcohol derivative and can be a skin irritant. Actually, a lot of the stuff we're going to talk about today.
Get those little bumps under your arm and wonder why they pop up sometimes. Your skin is irritated from the deodorant. And if you change sometimes, yeah, because your body's used to them chemicals, believe it or not. Ugh, terrible.
If you're sensitive skin like me, it can be really harsh for your skin and sensitive skin. And get ready for the most dreaded ingredient in all of personal care, fragrance. So that lavender.
There you go. Thank you so much for helping me out here. I love when people are knowledgeable. Vincent to 3236. Aluminum is problematic for your lymphatic system. There we go. Thank you so much. Yes, I need you guys to know this information. This is called our health and wellness section. Let's keep on going, you guys.
Relaxing lavender is a fake fragrance. It's literally like an artificial fragrance. They won't tell you what's in there, but it's thousands of ingredients that can contain hormone disrupting ingredients and skin irritants. So we'll put our relaxing lavender back. Let's say we go down here and we grab something. Ooh, the secret. Powder fresh. What does that mean? Well, once again, it's powder fresh. It's fragrance, which you want to avoid.
Fragrance, that's about 3,000 ingredients alone. Remember that, you guys. Anytime you see fragrance on the ingredients, you don't even want it.
Active ingredient is the aluminum here. Ooh, but look at this. You got.
And somebody said it also helps you get what? Alzheimer's disease. Thanks for putting us on. Aluminum.
Mineral oil.
Thank you, Brad.
Mineral oil is a derivative of petroleum. Petroleum-based products can be toxic, and you're putting this on your skin every day.
Petroleum. You know where petroleum comes from, right? And we just using it. Petroleum jelly, Vaseline. We thought it was okay. You know what they really use it for? You know what they really use it for? to what did they say they used to use it for? For small machinery lubricant. That's what it was actually for. And then they just made it a different way and started selling it to people.
See how it adds up? Oh, geez, I wonder why infertility is at an all-time high. We're inundating our
Yes, it's made from crude oil.
every single day.
Yes.
You might be like, well, Bobby, I use spray deodorants here. Well, secrets back at you. This time I got cherry blossoms. Actually, one of my dreams is to see the cherry blossom trees in the spring. I think I either have to go to Japan or Washington, D.C., but I really want to see that one day. But in addition to the fragrance in here, how does this come out here? With, actually, this one doesn't have it. Let's get one that has it here. The first ingredient there is the butane, the same as the sunscreen I showed you.
Butane, hairspray, butane, butane.
Don't want to be putting that on your skin at all. The good news is there are good sprays to use. Look on my counter at home. Desi uses something called the EO spray, and it just is essential oils and none of the BS ingredients. And yes, they do have something like vanilla raspberry native here.
But you don't want to use that either because it still has stuff in it. And now we got some good follow-ups and some good alternatives for the people that like roll-ons. We got some good ones for that.
And they don't have the butane, but they still have that fragrance, which is that fake ingredient. If you're looking for a roll-on, they normally have it here at Walmart. I don't see it, but I'll pick it up on screen.
Crystal.
Crystal. You can get it at most all grocery stores. Another good one is called Humble for the ladies out there, and Clio and Coco. So good ones to have, both roll-on and spray, and you avoid all the nasties, which are definitely.
And remember, you're going to be able to go watch this in Our Bottom Line's Discord after this or anytime you want to go get the references to the good ones that we need to be using. Maybe a little bit more money. But my question to you is it worth it?
I'll get back for you. The next one, once again, is for the ladies. We're going to talk about pads and tampons, something that can be very toxic if you buy the wrong one. Why? Because your typical tampon is going to be made with materials that literally can be toxic. And these are
plastic. Remember we talked about the plastic, you guys, right? You don't want to, come on, ladies, take care of it now.
Common ingredients here, like rayon is the number one. Rayon and plastics are common for many of these. They can shed into your body. The cotton in here is normally bleached and chlorinated, releasing more toxins. Propylene is another derivative of plastic. And a lot of times these will have fragrances also, which we just talked about what fragrances are made of. And putting that in the most sensitive part of your body is bad. And
now watch the color, the colored ones with the fragrance. Even worse, because the dye.
Same thing, these are pads right here. We look at the ingredients, if I can find them. Polyethylene is a derivative of plastic and rayon. And once again, we have the hot melt adhesive and colorings. Artificial colors are derived from crude oil and petroleum. So we talk about these toxins from the chlorine, from the plastics, from the rayons. A study showed that a lot of these also contain a lot of heavy metals. So what do? I told you in the beginning of this video, I'll show you alternatives.
That's sad because you're right. It's all about the money when it comes to ladies' products and men's too. The only thing that we can do is try to get as close as we can because it's in everything. And it's really hard at this point to try to find the stuff that it's not in. But we got a couple of alternatives for the pads too.
Non-toxic found in most grocery stores. Enter stage right here. Not just organic fibers here, but organic.
L-organic, probably more expensive, but look at the difference in the ingredients. Watch this, the cotton, no fragrance, and if it does have a smell, what it comes from, natural ingredients, oils.
Cotton, polyester, glycerin, paraffin.
That's it.
None of the plastics, rayons, or chlorinated bleach. A very solid alternative. Maybe one of the best ones on the market is right above my head right now. It's called Honey Pot. 100% organic, made without fragrances, chlorine, or pesticides. And even though this is calming herbal infusion, it's nothing but essential oils, and that's it. Super duper important. Another great one I'll pop on screen right now is called Lola. Another great one is called Cora. If a core is normally at Walmart, but I don't see it today, 3 great options. You gotta avoid the plastics, the rayons, the fragrances, and the heavy metals because these are going in very.
I'll look into that. Say, what about the fellas? We got to look into the condoms because they're petroleum. I'll look into that. Definitely will.
Sensitive.
Yes, honey pot.
Throw some love to the sponsor.
That's funny, right? The name of one of them was Honey Pot. That's a good name, right?
This video, thrivemarket.com. My link down below gets you $20 off your first 3 orders. This sponsored the channel now for almost 10 years, so it's on Thrive Market. And my link down there gets you $20 off your
We're
first
skipping that part.
and a free gift. Check them out. We move on to teeth whitening strip. We all want a beaming white smile, but it can come at a cost. The bad news is most of them are bad. The good news is there's something behind me that's one of the better ones on the market. Pro level whitening. What is pro? Is there a pro league for white teeth? I didn't know about that. Well,
he's making a mistake right now, but I'm gonna let him rock.
The way they do this with almost all of them is the main ingredient of hydrogen peroxide, which will work amazingly well. Too well, my friends. Did you know that your mouth has an oral microbiome? And that is a very sensitive microbiome, just like your gut. That's like a bomb going off in your mouth. It's like Greg Fokker from the movie Bomb, 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 Bomb. You don't want to do that to your oral microbiome. Now, some people like this brand. I heard it's very popular on TikTok.
Reason I said he's making a mistake is because you don't want to use that too much because of the baking soda and because of what's in it. A lot of people use those whitening strips and they think that they cannot brush their teeth or not do certain things. So this is a disclaimer, which is what I wanted to add. Still got to brush your teeth and use these sparingly. Not only that, this particular product right there, the Crest whitening strips, has other chemicals in it that we found out later that we should not be using. So we're going to stay away from the Crest whitening strips. We're going to use these right here and all of the organics. Let's get into the Guru as well as many other ones. Let's go.
It's got a fun name, Guru Nanda here. And I like how they're using coconut oil in here, but once again, they use the hydrogen peroxide. They even use alcohol, which for me is too abrasive for the oral microbiome. So how do we do it? How do we get the pro level of whitening without the hydrogen peroxide that is the bomb to our oral microbiome? Boom. This is actually what I have at home. Open my drawer. You will see it's called Luminous.
Yeah,
I've been
aluminum.
using it for years whenever I do want to whiten my teeth. And what I love about this is the ingredients are completely plant-based. Nothing but minerals and oils and stuff like that. But it works. It's not gonna kill your microbiome in the mouth. And it's enameling safe. Very, very important because if you watched my previous
Let's get those likes up.
Toothpaste and
Liberty, that's why I said don't use that one. Fluoride is no good and there's fluoride in there. You don't want to use it.
mouthwash here, a lot of these have ingredients that are too abrasive for your microbiome too. I'll link to that one right here. I highly recommend watching it. But this is one of the only clean ones on the market. It's at most all grocery stores. And yes, this
all natural, you guys. Those whitening strips are all natural. They cost a little more, but they don't have the chemicals in them.
Pro level strength that's going to pro level wipe out your oral microbiome. Are you a lip balm user? Some people are addicted to this stuff. They have it in their.
What's your favorite lip balm, you guys? Anybody got any ideas? Your favorite lip balm? Come on now. I used to use, when I was coming up, chapstick. I even use Lip Aid. I used to use the 99-cent ones in the 99-cent store and the little thing behind the people behind the door. I've used Carmex. I've used the one in the blue top. What's the kind of lip balm that you guys like to use? Which is the ones that you guys like to use? Drink coconut water is very good for you. I use charcoal toothpaste. Always check your ingredients in food products and useful. Brian, coconuts is good for you. You can do mouth rinses. It also pulls toxins out of your body. Okay, all of you guys are on point. I love it. But I want to show you why, of course, you shouldn't be using chapstick and those other guys. Petroleum derivative. Also the colors, any color, it's all yellow dye, red dye, number this, number that. Let's go.
Pocket all the time, and they're just constantly putting it on their lips. And this one actually has SPF, which is good as we go into the summer. The problem is, look, it's chemical based.
SPF sunscreen. How do we know? Because it has that avobenzone, so we want to avoid that. But whether you pick up this one or the regular chapstick, these are usually based on
White
petroleum.
petroleum.
We know that because the active ingredient is white petroleum or petrolatum. Guys, these are fossil fuel.
This is what you're putting on your lips. Oh, petroleum jelly. That's what you're putting on your lips at a different consistency. Then they add color to it. Then they add fragrance.
Derived from petroleum and crude oil. Once again, if we're putting this stuff on our body, like I've shown you all day, every day, that's where it can really accumulate the toxins in our body. The good news is
Max,
getting off of this stuff and switching to the better ones we're talking.
we really need to detox. Get your body a detox going on. Get off of this stuff. Also, any sort of chemicals that are in your body. This is why we say detox. You're like, I don't put nothing in my body. I eat this way, I eat that way. You detox from the chemicals that's in your body too. Because of all the so many different ways for these chemicals to come inside of your body. You got to detox.
Talking about today, your body can detox, but you have to get them off your body to give your body a chance to do it. In addition to that, you're also getting, look at this, mineral oil in there, which is more petroleum-based products, and artificial colors, which are derived from even more petroleum. So what do? Well, look, right behind me is a great option. Something like Burt's Bees. And I know they got bought by Clorox many years ago, but the ingredients didn't change. They're all real food-based ingredients. To be honest, though, I don't love the fact that it has sunflower seed oil in there. That's somewhat of a oxidized oil. If the sun is hitting it, it could cause more acidity. Not a bad choice. The other option I'll put on screen right now is Dr. Bronner's. That's a very solid choice. But I
We
would
did the eye drop episode like 2-3 weeks ago.
say use this stuff sparingly because your lips get used to the moisture and stop producing their own moisture, and you get hooked on these, which is usually a bad thing. I did see a few comments from the ladies asking about body lotion, so you're in luck. Before I get there, by the way, throw me some love and subscribe.
Yeah, throw us some love right now. And yes, the fellas, I know you guys would like some information solely for yourselves. Most of the time, we definitely do give you that information. But it's cool also because we use body lotions. We use a lot of this stuff as well. So it's cool for us to know also, for us to understand the ingredients to look out for. Still look out for those ingredients. The same companies make them. Make it.
Goodbye, my friends. Once again, this staff always blows me away. Over 75% of people who watch
True.
videos are not subscribed.
True.
If you subscribe, it's cheap, it's free, it's the easiest way to support the channel. And look at this. Cetaphil normal to dry skin moisturizing lotion. It's literally 3 small lines of ingredients here. You don't have any of the hormone disrupting ingredients or the skin disruptive ingredients. How are you? Nice to see you.
Everybody can use lotion, right?
Advanced repair lotion.
Eucerin. I used to use this for my tattoos a lot. Oh, I didn't even know no better, but I used to use Lubriderm until I found out.
We got the trifecta. They're all good to go. Now, that is not the case with everything, but at least we have 3 of the most common ones here. Because if I pick up something that my parents used to buy back in the day, this Palmer's cocoa butter, man, I used to love it.
How many people used to use Palmer's or Red Fox cocoa butter? Remember that? You guys have no idea what was in the ingredients of that stuff. All petroleum jelly, all based off that crap. Let's go.
Because it really has the smell of cocoa butter, and it's in there too, but it has petrolatum, which is the petroleum-based ingredient, propylene glycol to help it go on your skin easier, and as you go down a little bit further, the perfume or the fragrance and the artificial color. So it's not true with all of them here at the store, but on the gosh, 3 really good ones, economical, available at every grocery store. Can I get a hot?
CeraVe, Cetaphil, and Eucerin. Those are lotions we can use. Men, you use those lotions too. Keep on using them. Those are the good ones.
Last time I did a video about personal care, I talked about men's shaving cream and some good options out there like Dr. Squatch. But the comments popped up on screen. What about the ladies? So let's end the video on women's shaving cream. The bad news is for stuff at the grocery store, the options are really limited, which is weird because we have a handful of good guys ones. Come on, where's the love for the ladies out there? I'm trying to avoid nasty fragrances, skin irritants, allergens, and stuff like that. The best you can do at the grocery store is going to be only this brand of EOS Sensitive Shave Cream Unscented. It actually has a decent ingredient list. The only ingredient I really don't like on here is that petrolatum on there, which is the petroleum-based one. But unless you want to go online and get a specialty one, even like the shave oil here has the fragrances there. If you know,
after you learn and watch videos like this, you start to go into the supermarkets and you look at the shelves much differently. You get frustrated because you say to yourself, I can't use none of this stuff in here. But don't feel bad about it because at least you know. And now you got to find alternatives.
a good one, leave a comment down below. But when it comes to non-toxic personal care items for sunscreen, deodorant, tampons, lotions, shaving cream, or more, that is what I would get. If you want to see more personal care videos, you let me know, but I'll see you soon. Bye.
A lot of us didn't know about the chapstick. I didn't even pay attention to it because it's cheap and it's right there. You ain't the only one to be blamed, but that's why we do these segments, to make each other better and to learn from it. I always tell you guys, if you find videos like this too, share it with us. We don't know everything. We're trying to learn too. This comes from the top 10 worst brands of sunscreen, body lotion, deodorant, and what to buy instead. Top 10 worst brands of sunscreen, body lotion, deodorant, and what to buy instead. Again, that's Bobby Parrish with 2 R's. And if you are a member of our Bottom Line's Discord, you don't got to do nothing but go to the Discord, because in a few minutes, boom, it's going to be right there. You guys can go through the entire Discord list and see every single one of our health and wellness videos without even have to worrying about going to get them yourself, because we do that over here. So I'm really praying that you guys got a lot from Kobe's information, understanding how you use the brain much better and applying what we learned yesterday, being smarter than 90% of the people out here because we're taking information in. We're going to think for 3 minutes before we come with our solutions, because guess what? After that, we come up with the best ideas that we can come up with. Also, some of this stuff is very expensive that they're telling us, you guys, that we have to buy now. But you know what? I'd rather spend my money on the more expensive good products to live longer than to know I'm buying stuff that's going to be cutting me short. And even if I can't afford it, I'm just not going to get it. But I'd be damned if I buy any more of that garbage that we know that we shouldn't be using anymore. That's right. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. And if you appreciate the show that you're getting so far, our bottom line, nobody messing with us, #1. Let's double tap that screen and get those likes up. Let's go. Because I know you guys love dogs. But do you know what I think? I think that all of God's animals can speak to each other through many different ways. I actually even think that our aquatic animals, sharks, seals, and things that are in the water, actually can speak and understand the other animals that are on the land. They probably don't live with them, but I do believe that they have some sort of communication, understanding. You can understand your dog without them talking. What makes you think that another animal can't? Probably even better. They may even talk to each other a certain way. You ain't gonna believe this. One lady took her dog out, golden retriever, took her dog out on a boat, and next thing you know, whales, huge killer whales started, I don't even know if these were killer whales, they were whales though, started surrounding the vessel. And it seemed as if the dog and the whales were having a conversation for 90 minutes. I don't know about this, but you guys tell me what you think about this. It does seem a little far-fetched, but you know what? Nowadays, with animals and the way that they're doing things and the way animals are, I'd never put it past them. And no, you guys, this is not AI. We're going to get on over to the dodo, because we got this situation where Dominic took his dog out to play around and just to be on the boat. And the next thing you know, whales surrounded them. Check this out. Now, all of a sudden, the whales appeared. Normally, they would leave after a little while, but the dog didn't seem scared, and the whales weren't bothered either. Finn has grown up watching whales on his own aside, but this trip turned something magical. The 2 humpback whales suddenly appeared near the boat. Instead of swimming away, they stayed right beside Finn for 90 minutes. The curious dog leaned over for a close look. It feel like to me like they looking at each other right now when they get that close. I don't know about y'all. And the whales were just as curious about him as he was about them. Almost like they were waving at them. And the whales just kept on coming back to his side of the boat, like they didn't want to leave. He's bonding with his new friends. Encounters like this remind us of how incredible wildlife can be, leaving us completely speechless. Whales are such great, gentle giants. Yeah, y'all. That was crazy right there. You see how big they was? Whoa, that was huge. I believe animals still have the telepathic community abilities. It's true, the wonders of the wildlife. That was beautiful, right? And guess what? Dogs can hear high-pitched noises, and that's how whales and dolphins interact with the pitched noises. Okay, you just taught me something. Matter of fact, I do know about the pitched noises. I definitely know about that, but we can't let you leave just like that. I can't just let you leave without that. Imagine having one of these little babies right here. That's right. You know how we do it over here. This right here. I never showed you guys one of these videos before. I normally watch these myself when I'm alone, just to feel good about life and just to feel good about things. I just play a video like this. Said, you know what? How about I show them this right here? How about I just share this with them? This right here is, I think I just found my dream dog. All she does is she cleans, she washes and bathes dogs. So she's a groomer. I'm sorry, she's a groomer. And she gets the luck and the love of being able to have dogs like this come over. You've probably seen her show before. This is the girl with the dogs, and she's a groomer. I just thought that this video was so cute because she got a whole bunch of these little puppies right here that she got hired to groom, and they were just so adorable. I said, you know what? I'm gonna put this to the side because I know they're gonna like this. Let's go ahead and see what's going on with this. Today we are grooming some of the cutest puppies to ever exist on the planet. This is a litter of Teddy Roosevelt Terrier puppies, and frankly, I am emotionally unwell about it. Let's go. It's okay, little pup. It's okay, little pup. They're tiny, they're squishy, and they have absolutely no business being this cute. Now, before these little potatoes arrived, my grooming shop had to undergo a full deep cleaning operation. These puppies are only 7 weeks old. While they have received their first puppy vaccines, they are not fully vaccinated yet, which means biosecurity becomes extremely important. Oh, he's shaking. I'm gonna wear this hat. I booked these puppies as my only pets of the day so that no other animals have been in the shop beforehand. Everything gets fully disinfected well. Look how she got the ears covered so that they won't get nervous about the noise and blowing their ears in advance. In my cleaning protocol, I use bleach first, allow everything to dry completely, and then do a second disinfection step with ammonia separately afterward. And just a disclaimer for anyone watching, bleach and ammonia products should never be mixed together because they can create dangerous toxic gas. These products must always be used completely separately and only once surfaces are dry. On to the next one. Mail number 2. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Don't be scared. So this isn't their first bath. She said she's given them lots of baths. The Teddy Roosevelt Terrier is an American breed descended from the small working farm terriers that early settlers used for pest control, hunting, and general farm work. Oh my God. Despite currently looking like sentient marshmallows with feet, these dogs were bred to work. This breed is closely related to the rat terrier, but there are a few differences. Hello, puppies. Since I don't like this. And that Teddy Roosevelt Terriers tend to be a bit more compact, lower to the ground, slightly heavier bodied, and built like tiny athletic potatoes. The breed was named after Theodore Roosevelt, who was famously associated with tough little ratting dogs. These dogs may be small, but they tend to come with a surprisingly large personality packed into a very portable body. Historically, they were used for controlling rats, mice, vermin, and other small creatures on farms. So now they're all clean now. I love puppies, you guys. I just thought that that was so adorable. I love little puppies. I love dogs. And you guys, y'all got to make sure that y'all clean them with the right stuff, hypoallergenic, things like that. You guys can find that also in the link in the description because I also have a little bit of information on stuff like that, just in case you have a dog, what you guys can actually use when you want to bathe them. Also, you might want to use nice procedures as you saw her using, bathing them a certain way, putting on things to cover their ears, because once you get a dog used to something the right way, they'll actually start jumping in the tub after a while. Of course, in the beginning, they're a little nervous. They probably don't like the water or whatever. But it's, as much as you show respect and you show a lot of love to the dog, they'll get used to it. Trust me. They actually like it. They actually like it. I had a terrier. My Uncle Bruce gave it to me. Okay. Super cute, right? I thought that you guys would thought that was cute too. Don't use none of that crap on your dogs. That's right, you guys. 9 more likes. Look kind of like my dog. Okay. You guys got dogs out there. Well, guess what? We love dogs over here, cats, animals, and all sorts of animals. And guess what? If you made it this far, guess what I'm about to tell y'all? You know what I'm about to say, right? You trying to promote your business, trying to get out there in front of many more people? Well, you need to send your promo over to us at Our Bottom Line because we almost have 73,000 subscribers. That's right, you guys. Send your promo over to us. Only thing is, you got to be subscribed or you got to be a member, and it has to be in 1080 by 1080 size form in order to fit in the post notification area. That's right, you guys. Send your promos over to us and we'll be able to put them up. Also, that's right, it's coming up. We got about 1 more week left until the Show Your Talent search. That's the talent search that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And we're also bringing somebody in from actually online as well. Who's going to be doing it? It's going to be us. That's right, myself, Boogotti NYC. And I'm also going to be working with Big Drip Hard Punch. And you know how she says it. Miss Swanza says it all the time, and she says it the right way. If you want to get lit, you got to drink Big Drip. What is the Show Your Talent search? That's the talent search that we're doing in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. And one person online is going to be able to be a part of it too. And if you win, boom, you'll be able to get $250. After we put all 6 people together and let them compete, we're going to have one winner that'll walk away with $1,000. You guys, we got the locations on hand. We're on deck. We already made the deals. I just got to let you guys know when the dates are going to be. Like I said, I'm going to be the host and my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. That's right, DJing now, doing her thing. You guys want to be a part of the Show Your Talent search? All you got to do is go to the website. That's www.drinkbigdrip.com. You see the right spelling right there. G's, 2 of them. P's, 2 of them. That's right. www.drinkbigdrip.com. Go to the first page. Put your email address in the link in the description, and we will keep you up to date on what the actual locations are going to be, what the dates are going to be. We've already got a bunch of people that put their emails in, and we're going to be sending a whole blast out to let you guys know where we're going to be. I'm going to be there myself. That's right. I'm one of the judges, along with DJ Don Dada and another person that I'll be letting you guys know about very soon. And guess what, you guys? Y'all know what that means. That means that it's Monday. Time to get out there, get to work, and make sure that you make a difference this morning. But guess what? We don't leave out of here without getting those prayers in the air. So let's get those prayers in the air. We're going to pray for fairness. We're going to pray for happiness. We're going to pray for love. We're going to pray for understanding. We're going to pray for togetherness. I want to pray for happiness as well as good health. That's right, you guys. As we get out there, we battle this Monday morning, this day. Who we're praying for this morning? Liberty and Justice, Rebecca Lanyan Bueno, Miss Swanza, Money Tree. Also, I see Miss Swanza and 55 Coffee House, Lisa Roy in the building. CJ the Cat, my brother, Miss Swanza, Ad Rains. Who else we got in the building right now? We got Winter Rising, Guy. I also see Jelena. Thank you so much, and I hope you had a great show. Good commenting with you back and forth. Who else we got in the building? We got let's go over to Sam Champion. Can't forget about Jeffrey Spilker. Who else we're gonna say? Winter Rising. Can't forget about Colessive. Also, Angels Among Us. Can't forget about Teddy. You're gonna gotta show some love to what's my brother's name? Jordan. Can't forget about Jordan Reality, and also Jeffrey. Can't forget about Jeffrey. Can't forget about Danny, Mick Goodwin. Okay, Miss Swanza, Liberty. What's that? MGTY, God We Serve, Mighty God We Serve. Okay, I see you. Who else we got? Denny. Can't forget about Ad Brains. Also want to give a big shout out to Colessive, like I said already. Anybody else want to get in this, on these prayers? Come on up because we got you. Oh, CJ the Cat, always being here. Mega Dub. Dot Focus as well. Can't forget about you guys. Thank you so much, Miss Keisha. Also, Cassie. Can't forget about you, Rebecca Lanyan, Bueno Batty Lynn, and myself, Boogotti NYC. That's how we're going to do it today. Okay. Amen. That's right, you guys. That's the prayer right there. Hopefully, you guys got a good show today. You learned a lot. I'm hoping from the health and wellness section, stop putting that spray on under your arms. We don't need none of that butane in our lives. Let's learn and teach each other. And if you have any health tips or anything like that that you like to share with the show, come on and send them over. Bridge this LLC at gmail.com. That is bridge this LLC at gmail.com. I get the emails. Come on and send it over. Also, anything that you have in the health and wellness section, you saw a video you think that we'll learn from, why not share it with the rest of us? That's what we're here to do. I'm not the only host. You guys are co-hosts too. So guess what I want you guys to do? I can't wait till tomorrow because that'll mean it's Tuesday. And that'll mean I made it another day to be right here with you for another episode of Our Bottom Line. And if you guys have not already hit that like button, here's your last chance to do so. Want to subscribe to the channel? Here's your last chance to do so. And give me all the money in your pockets right now, right now. I know it's hard out here for a pimp, so it's all good. We understand, but we would love for you to go ahead and hopefully you enjoyed the show. Hit that subscribe. Once that subscribes goes, hit that all to let everybody know that you've been over here. We got a couple of days left for the BS, you guys, probably like 50 more days or whatever. But just to let you know, we got one more trick up our sleeve, going right to talk to legal to see if we can get this thing taken care of. So yeah, we're still fighting. We're never going to stop. Let us be your example. When we know that we're right about something and we know that we didn't do anything wrong, what do? We keep on fighting and we defend ourselves. Nobody's going to defend yourself the way that you would. Take care, you guys, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning at Our Bottom Line. Different suit, new trending topics, current events, and much, much more. Hopefully, you guys had a fantastic day. Get out there and serve the Lord and serve yourself the right way and take care of yourself. I'll see you guys tomorrow. You know what I'm about to say, right? Y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that y'all came in to chill with me, I appreciate you. So until tomorrow, 6 o'clock in the morning, what am I saying? Get 'em! Peace.